Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We are here and we are live. And can you believe it's Friday already? We're here for another Sorare Deadline show. It's game week 53. Can you believe it? We've had the launch of MLS. It's Valentine's weekend, and we've got Harry Trades here because the father of the Friday curse is here on Friday the 13th. Can you believe it? It's all going to be pandemonium today. I'm Quinny. Of course, I'm joined by my co-pilot, Harry Trades. Harry, my man, good to see you.
Great to see you, mate. Yeah, Fridays come around crazy fast actually this week, like you said. But yeah, mate, honestly, as Fridays go, I don't think we'll ever see a more sort of. I mean, this is from like a personal sort of bias, but like for me, one of the most important Fridays in a long, long time on Sorare. I've got a fourth streak in Eredivisie and a third streak in Challenger, and all my players are playing today, basically. Like, I'm not joking. Like, literally every single one of my best teams are all playing today. So it's going to be a make or break Friday for me. I'm sure other people are in the same boat because there's a couple of good teams playing tonight, as obviously over the weekend as well with Champions League, on the horizon next week. So yeah, it's going to be a really tricky weekend. There is some tasty stuff to get stuck into, but yeah, man, it's going to be interesting. No Prem though. As a little random side note, I guess no Prem.
FA Cup weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, but other than that, I think we're pretty good to go on everything else. And like you said, yeah, MLS launch was exciting. Have you got? I know you got stuck into the New York stuff. Anything post New York ones?
Yeah, I got myself a Magno yesterday, number 3, I
Okay, I
think.
did see that. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, did see that.
I got a wee Magno in the end.
Nice.
Fancy him to be back and better than ever on the quiet.
I didn't know how he was back in that. Like, was he always contracted? Like, what was the deal? He was, yeah.
Ne- Never actually sold him because his
Got
wages
you.
are
So just
pretty
loan or
chunky.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like
Fair.
Corinthians, he was all right, but he never really like cracked it, so
Yeah.
they're not
He
paying
needs to be
him.
loved, Magno, doesn't he? If I feel like he needs an arm around the shoulder, and he's a good player. Like, he's fucking talented as hell. I just don't know where to play. I just don't know where he's best played. Like, I just don't know. I still don't know after 4 or 5 years, but he is really good. I do rate him.
Yeah, so
Um,
that's my dilemma. I'll maybe get one more before we get the first MLS match day underway. I maybe need another defender so I can play like a kind of crap backup team.
mhm.
Um, But yeah, I'm pretty much all but there. I've got an in-season Werner from like the Leipzig
Yeah.
collection this season, so I got that when it looked like it was going to Miami at first, so I felt like it was it was going to be a big get, But San Jose, man, Jesus, the top opposite end of the scale,
Come down of all come down, isn't it?
big time. I actually had a lot of fun listening to you earlier this week. You were on with Laird, Gator Guy, and
Yeah.
Deek, going through all
Tuesday.
things MLS this week as well. So
Tuesday.
that was good crack as well. What about yourself? You didn't really do many number ones, did you?
I didn't do many number ones. If I did two, I did that Yaboa and Chancellor, isn't it? I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but just some Minnesota boys that I was getting
Yeah.
standard for. But since then, Gators joined the bandwagon, not on those players, but on that type of caliber of player, which is hilarious. But I have bought a couple of goalies. I bought Stuver yesterday in season,
Nice.
and I bought a what's the Columbus keeper Sholter. Bought Sholter this morning. So I've got two defensive stacks ready to go. And I bought a Shambo because I'm a Shambo fan. Have
Yeah.
been for a few years now. So I got I got a couple of rares in, no supers yet. But yeah, two defense. I'm kind of done. Like, I'm not going to buy any more goalies or anything now. I did buy a Jack Elliott for Chicago to go with my
Nice.
classic Brady and just have like a little, like a classic keepers kind of team. But I definitely wanted at least, well, yeah, one or two in season goalies going out for the streak slash leaderboard for the first few games. Can I just say though, Quinny, not to like slander Sora too quickly, go try and find the fucking MLS leaderboard comp. I give you 30 seconds to try and find it, because I can
Not
almost
there.
guarantee. Well, no, it's there. It's just in the most incredible place ever, where you would just where it just should not be.
Oh
I mean,
wow.
I can spoil it for you, but it's insane.
Well, if you want to give me a screen share, you can maybe walk us down that road. But while we were grabbing that, I wanted to chin
Go
you
on.
quick. I tagged you on Twitter, Harry, and you dropped me a sly dingy because talking about
Yes.
Minnesota, he heard your chat with Laird and he's came out firing.
No, sorry, I commented, but I didn't click the like
Uh,
enter, if that makes sense. I had
uh,
laughing faces like ready loaded, I swear.
but James was not taking any of the slander, and he's using that as fuel for this season. So James is coming for you all.
I mean, Yeah, I mean, I hope he does well because I've got I've got a couple of one-offs, so I'll end up degenning into one if he's actually any good, and actually plays. But yeah, I've got my. Oh, I need to show you the screen. Sorry, I changed it over to Sorare without
Hainsey,
thinking.
thank you
But
very
yeah,
much.
this is just absolutely just ruined my morning, to be honest, Quinny, knowing where this is, and it's kind of a good thing because no one's going to be able to find it to play, other than the people watching the deadline show. So genuinely now, okay. So we're going to play. It's in obviously game week 55, which fine. You'd think it'd be over in pro, wouldn't you, Quinny?
Uh-huh.
But it's not. So this is the streak one, okay, and it's
Ooh.
it's on its own. Yeah, so this is nice. I'll give him this. Like this is really cool. Kind of
Yeah.
shows the shared prize pool, whatever. Um, but no, Quinny, you have to go into arena, okay, and then after arena you go to MLS, and then you scroll down, and it's either, I mean, if you're playing in rare, it's either in season or Cap 260. Cap 260 is literally like an arena, and then the in season one is the leaderboard. Like,
Mhm.
is anyone
Yeah.
going to try and tell me that that makes sense? Because it's really annoyed me. I can't lie. And not many things annoy me like this, like digital weird UI things. But this just really grinds my gears, Quinny.
Yeah, this is bad. I think I'm just trying to think, why would you do that? I think the only reason I could think of why you would think that's an idea is to lead people into the arena tab, you know,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like,
because otherwise
surely
I'm
it's a
not
pro
clicking on it.
comp. Well,
Yeah, I
that's the
get you.
thing.
Uh,
Like, I don't know. It just really, I can't understand it. Like, MLS there doesn't have any money at the top, you know? I know J League doesn't either, but like, I don't know. Well, obviously it doesn't because it's the streaks, but well, yeah, I don't know. It's just really confusing. Really, really confusing, to be honest.
Maybe part of their thinking as well is like when this is like uniform, maybe it won't be arena
Maybe
tab
makes more
anymore.
sense.
It'll be like
Yeah.
something else tab, and all the leaderboards will be there. And I don't know. I
Maybe
agree
it's
with
half
you.
baked, for
I'm just
sure.
trying to think, why would they do? Why it makes no sense. I'm just thinking.
100%. Oh, it's just
That's all.
it killed me. It really did when I saw it open this morning. Like because this is only open maybe this morning or whenever it was, like late last night or whatever. So I was like, oh, let me go in, and I was like, wait there, where's the leaderboards? And it took me a little while to actually end up finding
Finding
them.
it.
But yeah, I guess that's besides the point. That's next week's ramble, I guess. Um, well, they're not though, are they? Because all the PvP stuff is in with the PvG stuff right now, right? Like if you go to
Yeah.
pro, that's leaderboards majority,
Mhm.
right? Or all of it is.
Yeah.
Like I get what you're saying there, mate, but like maybe eventually that's what they want to do, but right now, everything's everywhere. So
Yeah. Low entries
it's
for the
just
first couple of months. Nobody finding it.
that's the thing. I really think that could be the case. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
Definitely going to see something, aren't we, in a few months? Like, where's this competition? So they're announced. I've bought
100%.
6 teams and I can only play four.
There's no way you can find that on mobile. I haven't got my
Yeah.
phone on me, right? But if someone gonna try and like, because there's a little toggle on the top of Arena, you can click like in season or not.
Okay.
Um, but I
I'm
don't
on
know
my
whether
phone now.
that
Have a wee
exists on
click.
mobile. Maybe it's just I don't know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it does. Yeah, the wee. I see what you mean. I'll just.
Have you got it on there, have you?
Yeah, it's just this little blue bit at the top here, the wee
Yeah,
tab.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
just it's just about there.
I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, we've got a massive week ahead. No MLS yet. Um, but yeah, we do have a big week after another Scottish midweek, Quinny.
By the way, see when I've done that on this arena
Yeah.
tab, it brings up the Turkish league
Well,
as like a league,
yeah.
and what else was there?
So
Yeah,
they all have
Italian.
single league arenas, but you
Yeah, it's
could. I
weird.
think they're saying that like you could use in-season cards there if that makes any sense. Like, there's
Oh,
no
okay,
benefit to it, but that exists, I think.
okay. Yeah, it's just
Um,
Essence entry, isn't it? Again, that's weird.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there we go.
But
Just
yeah,
want to say thanks again to Hainsey, who's became a channel
oh,
member. So thank you very
legend.
much, Hainsey, legend. And yeah, the matchups tab, Harry's normally we kick off. Wow, and you were talking about Friday nights. I'm sure Gala play tonight. Top of the tree
And
there. PSG play tonight.
PSG.
Does Sporting
And,
play tonight?
oh no, they don't. Sorry, I was gonna get excited then and say yeah, but no, they don't. Benfica do play tonight, but they're a little bit further down,
Yeah, that'll be, aren't they?
away. Yeah, in here 65. So mate, like two of the highest win percentages playing on a Friday night is just on, like you said, Friday the 13th is just a bit mental. Um, I don't know. It feels like a bit of a separation. Like only 380s, two obviously in season, and then after that, we're already in the 70s. Which,
Yeah,
the 80s doesn't normally extend like beyond, four, five, six, say max, but I know we're like low 70s already, after the first sort of ten teams. So, and we've got all the European stuff to, like, that's going to be the big headache, I think, which we can't really do anything about in that sense. But, big teams are going to be worried about next week, effectively, if they have a game. Like, for example, Sporting don't, because they
yep,
made it into the top eight. I don't know who else did. I'm sure you can fill me in on that, Quinny, but they won't have to worry about that, thankfully, which is obviously really nice if you've got sporting cards. But yeah, obviously other teams do. So yeah, tricky one. Zagreb in contender. Pretty big favourites there. Millwall. There's always one team against Chef Wednesday in the top 10 every week. Remember it was
yeah,
Swansea maybe last week, I think. It feels like every week we see one there. Barca away to Girona on Monday night after getting pumped against Atletico Madrid on
yeah,
Thursday last night. Porto away to Nacional. That's a big one on paper, although your boy Samu just did his ACL,
yep.
which is not great.
Swiftly into the vault.
Swiftly into the vault. Was he 200 by the time you
Nah,
got
it's
50s?
like something like that. Yeah, 50. I
Yeah.
was a
Okay.
bit slow off the mark. Was he 200?
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, at some point he would have been, but I don't know when that, I don't know where they
Mm.
would have been, recently. Ajax, you've got Ajax, PSV, and of course Feyenoord. No shock to anyone, all big favourites this weekend. I'm surprised of, yeah, Feyenoord should be coming up quite soon unless something's changed. But they were big favourites as well. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 71, just on the cusp of clinging on to the 70s. Madrid against Sociedad, big game.
Yeah,
I just see Mbappe's just been, he was like not on 70 and now 80. So everyone's going to be loading up their Mbappe's this weekend.
our,
I've loaded mine up in sets.
Arbeloa just did a press conference confirming Mbappe is good to go.
Nice. Okay, so that's great news for Mbappe holders. Um, yeah, on a Friday morning. We've got Celtic up there, Quinny, away to Kilmarnock, 71% after the Ox saved the lads on Wednesday, was it? Wednesday or Tuesday?
Yeah,
Um,
I think
yeah,
70% is about fair. We're never really going to be much lower than that against teams in the bottom six. So it's just kind of like formality almost, isn't it? A
yeah.
lot of rotations probably in the offing.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Exciting there. And then, yeah, like I said, Feyenoord, PSV away to Rennes is pretty tasty on paper despite being away. And then we get into our second Bundesliga team, I think, behind, I'm sure you saw Bayern up there. Yeah, Bayern was one of the better favourites. Nacional is not an easy game. Yeah, we're not, I wouldn't say any away game in Portugal isn't easy to a degree, I think. And some big players out, like Zhao says there, Samu, Kiwior, William, Moura as well. So yeah, not a formidable Porto side going away to Nacional there. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on that. And then we get into, yeah, a bit of Stuttgart, bit of Monaco at home to Nuns.
Monaco play
Nuns are,
tonight
do
and
they?
PSG play tonight.
Ooh, oh my God, really? Two French league games on a Friday? Oh, it's because of
Yeah.
I guess it's because of the Champions
Yeah,
League, or
midweek
no?
maybe. Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Dortmund
But
also
having
play
two
Friday
is,
night.
wow, yeah. This is like the juiciest Friday of all year. It has to be, right? There's no way you get this many big teams on a Friday. I will say though, Quinny, did you see that Sam Frecce have a double game week somehow?
I've got Tanny double game week because he has Champions League.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So there's multiple teams, I guess. Yeah, with some doubles. I bought in a little Shatani for the XP comp. Are you playing the XP comp this weekend?
The Valentine's one, yeah, I threw like Celtic scraps at it. I'm getting like a
Nice.
five-man Celtic, just dregs, collection
Yeah.
bits.
And then we're in, yeah, more Bundesliga, Leipzig, Leverkusen both at home. Nice positions to be in there for streaking
Yeah.
maybe. Racel at home, Tanny's boys at home. Monterrey, we get to Benfica. Herenveen are like the fourth or third best matchup in Eredivisie this weekend. After beating Go Ahead midweek 3-1 away. They play Zwolle. And then, yeah, we've got Di Maria's boys at home. And then Dortmund, like you said, I'd say Bundesliga is going to be tasty. To be honest, it feels like, score-wise this weekend.
Yeah,
And
Dortmund,
then
Leipzig, and Bayern. No, Bayern are away. I was going to say they're all at home,
Bayern
but
away,
Bayern
but
are away.
Leipzig, Stuttgart, and Dortmund all at home.
Yeah, and Leverkusen.
So, and Leverkusen, yeah.
Yeah,
And then we
and
have
Bundesliga is going to be fireworks.
yeah, Bundes is going to be fireworks, and then I think PSV. I think the Eredivisie might follow suit similarly. Twente have been
Oh
on a bit of
yeah,
a tear recently. They were away to Telstar, and obviously Telstar aren't really up to much. Lyon at home. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna maybe like they just feel like there's a lot in between like the 60s and like the 70s this week, like a crazy amount in as far as streaks go.
AC Milan away
Yeah,
to Pisa also plays tonight.
feels pretty nice. That's tonight as well. Oh my God. Um, yeah, there's a lot to get stuck into, Quinny. I'm sure. Yeah, it probably makes sense to get stuck into the lineups. Do you want to go? We'll go Belgium and Eredivisie first, just to get the
Yeah,
singles out of the way, and then we'll work our way into Champ eventually.
I would like a wee Dutch Belgian appetizer to get us going.
100%. So let's talk about MLS then, Quinny, as we're
Oh,
disrespecting the Belgium league, because
go for
there's
it.
nothing to say about the Belgium league. What have you thought about like opening sort of week prices? I know like you're probably not tracking them necessarily, but neither am I. But.
Yeah, I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised that the New York ones kind of stayed where I wanted them to be. Just I thought, because again, the thing with MLS, there is 30 clubs, and although there is going to be lightning rod players like Messi, and even I think Kalina went for mad money.
Mm,
Always going to get those kind of standout pieces. I wasn't too surprised where I seen some of them go to. I see I wasn't right across it as you mentioned, but overall, I think it was really good for anyone. If you were eyeing up, like again, everyone in the chat had their own team. It felt like when I was going through it earlier in the week, I meant to kind of plug that as well as plugging what you and Laird got up to. But I did my own kind of MLS. I don't know if I want to call it scouting, but I was kind of trying to get up to speed with who was at what teams because there's been so many
hmm
trades and stuff like that. So check that out if you missed it. So we definitely had some good insight in that one. But everyone in the chat was like, "Oh, I was planning on buying Minnesota. Or I was planning on buying Houston. Or I was planning on buying this team or that team." Everyone kind of had like, their own squad, and when you looked at a lot of them, yeah, maybe the key guys were clearly more expensive than the run of the mill fellas, but it was quite affordable to put a five-manner together for a lot of squads for a lot of clubs in the league, and I think that's always a good kind of sign for what goes ahead.
No, 100%. I think that definitely rings true in rare from what I saw. I think limited went mental again and still is. Like there was limited cards going for more than the rare, like on multiple occasions.
Wow.
I think the one I can think of is the backup keeper, Rocco Rios Nova or whatever. I'm pretty sure his limited went for like £80 or £75, and the rare went for like 20. Like firsts. Well, it was kind of funny. They weren't even one ofs, but it was the first card that came out. Obviously, the two of. But there was multiple. Like I mean, this one was like a weird scenario in the sense of like it happens every year, sadly, to Behab. But basically, someone just runs him up on the Seattle limiteds every year, and I'm not exaggerating. He spent like like 2 grand on limited Seattle. Yeah, like Reagan went for like $200 or something nuts.
Ooh.
Like crazy numbers, like to where someone else was just really bidding him up, basically. And yeah, obviously, I don't want to see that happen to somebody like him. But in a
Yeah,
sense,
it
like I
sucks.
really like him. Well, not to anyone, but it was just like, yeah, some of the buys were just, or some of the prices in limited. It almost makes me feel like, why would you even bother? Just go to rare. You'll probably
Mhm.
have a better run at things, in most cases. So, yeah, limited felt a bit mental, especially first day. I don't know where it's landed now, if I'm being honest, because I'm sure they've come down somewhat. But it's weird with the one-offs. Oh, there we go. Yeah, like it just that shouldn't happen. Like, you know, I don't know. Even like half the price sounds mental. Really, the fact that they're the same price or even more expensive. Like, what are we actually doing? I
I
don't
think that
know. It's
again
just
is a bit of a
strange.
UI problem because it is like quite segregated the market, like limited.
Mm,
You can't really look at all. You can only look at kind of
no.
one at a time. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and I don't know if that's in the best interest of Sorare or whatnot. Do you want people looking and going, oh, actually, I could actually afford a rare team, you know,
Right.
uh, and maybe so. I think I've noticed that before with like Celtic stuff last year. I know that I was ever really looking at the limiteds, but yeah, and I always think kind of what you're saying there, and with the comment Ben Hayes got here that the RDP number ones at limited and rare went for the same price. I I think if you were like thinking, oh, I'm only going to have a budget for limited, and you've seen like a couple of rares going in the same territory, you would probably reconsider a little bit, and
100%. Yeah.
probably just be happy with your purchases overall, because nobody wants to overpay, and never mind overpaying on limiteds when you could have got rares.
Right.
Like that's a big, like, we all hate leaving the shop without a meal deal when you've paid for all the things individually or whatever, and you always want the guy to tell you to swap that juice around or go and pick up a bar of chocolate and it gets cheaper or whatever. But
Yeah.
that's like it's a very poor example I've given, but that's like a whole other level of not getting value for money and like really just wasting your resources, your capital. Not wasting, but maybe not getting as much out of it as you would want, because the rare is just always going to live a better life than the limited.
No, it is mad, but I think it comes down to what you said. Like everything's so segregated and siloed. Like you just as like as just a limited player, and you don't even care about any of the scarcities. In theory, it doesn't even matter if the DePaul rare is the same price, because like you don't even think it exists, if that makes sense, or even care that it exists in some ways until you're exposed to it, which it's not hard to do necessarily. But some people don't even want to be exposed to it. They're very happy just staying in their own lane, whether that is rare, limited, super, whatever. It is just mad though if you just sort of have a bird's eye view and look at it. Saibari's not going to play.
Just seen that
Yeah,
comment when we were on screen there. I was like, oh yeah.
I bought the in season 3 days ago, and
Oh, so it's your fault.
yeah, I had the classic already. I already killed him, but I bought him. So this Nick Schicks kid, he's like the third keeper. Yeah, I bought two of him on the weekend for £6 each. He's like £50 right now because Kovar's gonna not play for like 4 weeks. I sold one for double, which was like 14 quid, which I should have just kept both. But I've kept one, and I kept, I put the lineup in already, so I had the 4%, boost basically. But I had Saibari in there. News comes out, Saibari's out, so I lose my 4% now, which I'm absolutely livid about because he was L15 at 0, and now he's like L15 at 44. So I'm really, really annoyed about that. And if that's the difference tonight, I'm gonna be so annoyed, between winning the fourth streak or not. So yeah, we'll see.
Otherwise, a strong PSV team, got to say.
Yeah, it is strong. No Saibari, but other than that, obviously Pepe's been out. Yeah, other than that, it is pretty full strength. And then the keeper. So yeah, they're missing two or three. Definitely missing two or three. Saibari's basically just being rested. Like they're gonna give him, like he's gonna play the next game apparently, but they just didn't want to play him tonight.
Fair.
So yeah, and then we've got the Groningen boys, Tigerland,
Hey.
Racing, Taha, all the boys. Jan says back. He's been suspended or injured for a couple of games, so he's a big addition. Utrecht battered somebody midweek. Who'd they? Oh, they battered NEC like 3-1 or something away. So yeah, that was a good result for them, but maybe tired legs potentially in that one. And then,
Wow.
oh my God, yeah, but yeah, that does sound nuts, and it is nuts. But like, don't forget, somebody like ran a BHAB just to be in like
Yeah.
whatever
Just to
you
run
want to
them.
call it type. Yeah, like in a real world, maybe the Morris still goes for at least 40, 50, but like, in the BHAB world, sadly, it went for double, like it's just insane. Like, it's crazy, mate. Genuinely.
Especially Jordan Morris, because that guy has got like no muscle fiber left in his legs. Like,
He's just all cartilage and
all cartilage and cardboard. That's what oh, jimmies.
I know. And then yeah, Sparta at home. Joel Drommel probably gonna rip another 100, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, be careful. Assets in sport brings up a good point there, Quinny. L15 to
Ooh.
L10 happens like today, like after this game week. So if you've got any like weird things like that you want to put in for the next couple of game weeks, basically like lock them in, like I try to do with the PSV boys. Yeah, this is your chance. Otherwise, it's gonna change. Yeah, so like no L15 to 0 keepers and stuff. Unless they've played and whatever, it's gonna get really tricky.
Yeah, people hold their L15 out unless they've not played in a year, I think was the line.
Yeah,
So you need them to be inactive for a 12-monther before they go to
it's
zero.
horrible. Which is basically no one really,
Hmm.
other than like Ricky Puig.
Yeah.
you know. Like he is going to be the L15-0 gem. But
And
yeah,
it
two
happens
single
at
league.
3 p.m. deadline as well, not 6. So
Oh,
watch out for that.
interesting. Oh yeah, yeah, that's interesting. Um,
Japan?
okay. Yeah, Japan's single league now, isn't it? How can I disrespect them? The Osaka
I, I,
boys.
I seen a post online, and I don't know if it was fake news. I didn't want to ask out loud on Twitter, right? I can ask
Hmm.
here. It's a safe space. No one's going to ridicule me, right? But I seen a post that said that in this J League thing that we're in the middle of the now, that there's no draws, that they do penalty shootouts if it's a draw, and like somebody gets 2 points and somebody gets 1 point and stuff like that. Some sort of weird setup. Can anyone confirm that there's some sort? Is there a wacky setup with this J League that we're in at the moment, or is it just regular win, lose, and draw situation? But yeah, let me know.
Well, yeah, I've not heard anything about that, but it wouldn't surprise me.
That is correct, Quinny.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, if it's a draw, it goes to penalties, and it's like the team that wins on penalties gets 2 points, and the team that loses gets 1 point.
Interesting.
So it's like bonus point for the penalty shootout for the draw, kinda,
Okay.
or something like that.
That is funny.
That is real. I can't believe I can't believe I didn't know that until I seen a post that looked like clickbait like 3 days ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
That,
insane.
that's pure drama.
I like that. Yeah, is that this? I guess that's the same as like MLS playoffs, technically. I know this is not playoffs,
Oh
but
yeah, yeah. The
yeah,
same sort of principle. Yeah.
where like there has to be a winner type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
That's quite cool, man.
yeah, I don't mind it. As it says, there's no relegation either.
Yeah, because it's just like a little tournament before they reset the calendar after the World
Right.
Cup.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, that's all right. They did a season as well. Was it the J or the K League? They did a season where no one got relegated because they expanded 1 year. Do you remember that?
Not
Um,
really, but yeah,
I can't.
don't
I
doubt
can't
it.
remember. Yeah, it was a few seasons ago. And it was like one team got added, nobody got relegated or something. I forget.
Jeff United at home to Kawasaki, Quinny.
Ooh,
Happy
Jeff
for
are
Jeff.
back.
Jeff are back.
Kawasaki, Wakazaka still doing it, by the way. Is he online for a testimonial yet?
It's gotta be, hasn't he? 10 years.
Yeah.
He'd have a Sorare testimonial probably. Was only a couple of years away from that,
No, I was thinking that yesterday, by the way.
isn't
How
it?
far
Like we're
away
only
is
like
Sorare's not far away from a 10-year. Also, I've not been playing since day one, but the company itself, it's not that far
yeah.
away from
No,
10
2
years
years.
old. Yeah.
Two. I think it was like 18-19 season, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So like Vanaken could have 10 seasons of cards, yeah?
Not too distant future, yeah.
That's crazy.
I think that's when I
Yeah,
was
I like
listening to
that.
you and Laird and stuff. Somebody said something, and I was like, Jesus, man, like, oh no, it might have been Laird was doing that whole collection video as well this week, and he was looking at the
Yeah,
OG.
yesterday.
I think it was when he was looking at the Declan Rice ambassador card, and I was
Mm.
thinking, Jesus, man, that's almost 10 years ago.
Sorare 10-year anniversary card confirmed. Yeah, that is a we need to sell
But yeah,
that idea right now.
we need to go and own the domain name, don't we, on the internet?
Yeah.
Web one style. Go buy the domain names.
Web one.
Jerez
Nice one.
Osaka, big Thiago Andrade up front. Love a bit of that. The other
Oh
Tanaka in
yeah.
midfield.
Oh yeah, he's been there for a while. Wow.
And my boy Kim Jin Hyun back in goals. Old gold.
Hold. Against the new blood, Yuma Obata.
Oh, is he U23, Harry?
Yeah. Jim has got like 300 of him. He's got him everywhere.
What was the Sorare? Oh, do you know, by the way, I actually also bought a lot of domain names thinking about it.
Did you? I know Nellis was into him. I always remember you used to tell. Like that was just
Uh-huh.
one of Nellis's things to buy
I think he
domains.
got me into it. I think he said stuff, and I
Did
was like,
he?
"Oh, I'm going to buy some domains." Yeah, I bought Sorare TV.
Of course, yeah, yeah.
I bought Sorare TV. I bought Sorare.tv. I bought Sorare Pro.
Wow. Okay.
I'm fairly sure I bought SorarePro.com or some. I'm going to want to go check this out now.
Get into your GoDaddy account.
Aye. Start. Oh, you need to pay for this shit every year, don't I? Sometimes I pay it, sometimes I
Yeah.
don't.
So annoying.
I can't remember, but then I bought it was like Sorare. Oh, I can't remember. Ah, I'll check it out later. Remind me of that later. That's a chat for another day. But I'm pretty sure I bought the TV ones. I know that for sure. And I'm sure I bought Pro.
Oh wait, why am I doing Austria? Sorry, I did.
Whatever.
Well, it's obviously challenging now, isn't it? I need to do the dregs of contender first.
We Croatia.
Uh,
We
yeah,
K.
sorry, that was the one I was looking for. There it is.
By the way, Guillemon at Hajduk has got a nice wee L5 on the go.
Oh yeah, Hugo Guillamon, Puskas, Michel Sego. Yeah, they've got a little team going.
Segura in it right
Tomasic.
back.
Yeah.
I don't think it. No, it was more like one. It was
Like
like to buy a
generic stuff, wasn't it?
it's to buy a domain name that would be valuable kind of vibe. It
Right.
was like
Yeah.
Sorare. It was like Sorare meetup, or it was something like that.
Yeah.
I can't mind. If we say his name often enough, he'll probably appear in the chat. That's kind of the way it works with Ellis. He's like the Candyman, or Freddy. Who is it? Who's the guy you say his name and he turns up? Candyman, isn't it? No.
Yeah, I think so.
You look into the mirror 3 times, you say his name and he appears. I'm sure that's
Devil,
Candyman.
isn't it?
No, is it the devil?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know. I actually don't
It's really John, right? But whoever's John alter ego is, yeah. Is it Candyman or what? Let us know. Boogeyman? Beetlejuice? Oh, is it Beetlejuice? Of course, Beetlejuice. No, Beetlejuice. Yeah, of course. Nella says Beetlejuice, confirmed.
Zagreb with the nuts matchup this weekend in contender, home to Istra.
They do indeed.
Yeah, all the boys in. Hoxha, Bellows, and Stojkovic's.
Yeah, home to Istra is kind of the marquee over the years Croatia fixture.
Been the one, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Istra normally always play on a Friday, like right at the deadline, don't they? Like that's the team that I like associate a Friday game with. Because
Yeah.
they had an under-23 keeper for a while, and he would always sort of obviously play really early, and people would, shoot up the leaderboard pretty early in the old game week. Rijeka at home to Varazdin. Decent little game there, maybe.
Yeah. Tony Fruck was getting a lot of attention in the January transfer window. I was just trying to think of who it was from,
Yeah.
but he got a lot of attention. Maybe in Bundesliga? I can't remember.
Yeah, he's always sort of linked to the Bundesliga. Arsenal was sniffing a few months ago, I remember actually, randomly.
May have been Arsenal. Yeah, January it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, it would have been this Jan actually. And then we've got Gorica home to Vukovar. Okay, Croatia.
Oh, in MLS 2, was he? Interesting.
Oh wow. To go see his friend Pasalic in Orlando, maybe.
Yeah. You could see it.
Yeah.
Is it possible to cancel a winter set formation? I think so. I think you could just go back into the team and just do clear lineup.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think about Raheem Sterling to Feyenoord?
It's a random one, isn't it? Really random. I don't know. I mean, surely he'd be okay if he's fit. Like he's still a decent player. Surely he can score a couple of goals in the Dutch league. Like, no disrespect.
You'd hope so.
Playing for a good team as well. Like, second in the league and whatever. Yeah, you'd think he'd offer something. I just don't know if his legs are gone or not. Like, I can't really tell. I haven't watched him for a while. I don't think anyone has. I don't think he's watched himself for a while, sadly.
Yeah.
Like, who would you rather have, Ox or Sterling at Celtic?
Mate, I want both of them.
You probably need both.
There's no way Feyenoord are paying him money Celtic couldn't pay him,
No, for sure not. Yeah, why not?
And I looked at it 'cause I found out about it on a Celtic stream, but Feyenoord are eliminated from Europe and there's no chance they're winning the league this year. They're like 17 points behind or something, they're like 12 points behind. They're miles off it. Because that other boy in Vuka was mince on debut. Didn't get in the squad.
In the squad, yeah. Mate,
Now, he might be in the squad. He might be in the squad for Kelly, and if he is, then different story, right? But see if he's not in the squad for Kelly, then he is like an absolute waste of space already.
How can't you tell that before they come, though, Quinny? Seriously now.
Well, this is the guy that failed his medical on a mad heart condition or something, so it really shouldn't be much of a surprise to Man or Beast, Yeah. So I'd have
Unbelievable.
taken them both, man. To be honest with you. If I was taking one Ox, just I think on if you had, who's more likely to be a failure, I think you would pick Sterling. Who's more likely to
Probably, yeah.
let you down and stuff and not be fit or be no gassed. So I would take Ox if I had a choice between the two of them on that basis. But I don't know how Feyenoord can pay him money we can't. And they've got nothing to play for. We've got fucking everything to play for. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And Van Persie will sort of nurture him. Like he's obviously played Prem and
Oh yeah, there's maybe a bit of that element.
Yeah, like he probably played against him multiple times, Easy.
Maybe.
Because Sterling was 16, 17 when he was playing for Liverpool, by the way.
Oh,
He's like 30 something now.
I'm not sure when Van Persie was still. I'm not sure when he ended. Really, to be
There was
honest with you.
definitely there has to have been an overlap, but that would be an interesting one. Someone in the chat will know.
Yeah, I kind of find it
Wonder if
hard
they
to do Van Persie,
both-
to be honest with you.
Yeah, like how old Van Persie? Like 44 or something? I don't know. I'm just guessing. Well, how old do you think he is? I'm looking now.
Oh,
42. Yeah, they definitely played against each other. Only 10 years
Yeah.
difference.
totally. Yeah.
They must have, right? What's Igor Tudor confirmed?
Oh, that is fun. That is fun.
How old's Raheem Sterling? He is 31. So yeah, 11 years difference.
Aye, and Sterling debuted at like 17, so Van Persie would been like 28. Yeah, so quite feasible.
Only reason Van Persie's still at Feyenoord is because of this transfer.
He's pulled some strings.
Trent's back with his cash wallet, isn't he?
Is he? Yeah. Oh yeah, he is. He got.
He's been back for like a.
Got me a wee deal on some bits the other day,
Yeah.
which actually I think funded the MLS little run I did.
Oh, nice. Are you Tedgied up?
I'll get Tedgy in, yeah, but Le Mans are like third or something, so it's not like
okay.
it's not like a wild game, but
Saint Etienne away. Even Stevens on the old win percentage almost.
Joette is asking how much a decent MLS limited team would cost.
How would you define decent? Like Messi classic as the class? Like how are we defining it?
I think if you're buying one lineup, you need to think about like classic Messi, Kalina, stud, like
Yeah.
individuals rather than a team stack. That's the way I would think of it anyway.
Couple hundred minimum, right? If we're being honest, like has to be.
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know what.
I don't know.
Kalina has to be like £100 in limited. I'd assume.
Yeah.
Not that you have to go for him, but yeah, I'd say like probably. I don't know, but 2, 3, 400. I really don't know. Like these cards are not cheap. Stop. I love you, Sorare. This is why you are the best Web3 company in all of Web3.
In all of Web3, they own and control the internet, Harry.
They do. They actually do. That's made me so happy. We're gonna we'll have to test it. But if that's true, that is incredible, and I love you.
It says Arena on my desktop, but when I click on Arena, it changes to leaderboard. I don't know if that's now. Maybe it's just I needed a refresh, which it did. Yeah, it's now leaderboards. Yeah.
Wow. So we love you. We love
you. David Taylor, yeah, Kalina's 125 on his own.
There we go.
But prices will kind of slip as well. Like the weekend is a good time to try and get auctions because people will be doing stuff at weekends and sniping on the max bid thing. Trying to get somebody out. Maybe that's what happened to Behab in some way. Well, maybe less. I think that was maybe a bit more malicious. But you can just try and snipe some stuff over the weekend.
For sure.
People are less at their desk and whatever. So you can maybe get. And again, like we've seen it so many times, Harry, where like I looked at it last year. The MLS ones I picked up last year were number 16s and number 12s. Normally, I used to get like between number 4 and 6, but really, at some point, there will be a random 2 or 3 cards that go like 30% under average. Yeah, because nobody's looking. The main ones that have been running the auctions up have their pieces, and like the next wave of demand hasn't quite locked on to some people yet. So, if you're going to be quite proactive, I wouldn't take all the current prices as gospel. Because again, you might even have some crafts that come out the woodwork over the next week or two. And as I say, I think if you can leave your build until the longer you can leave it, the cheaper it gets. Probably the best way of summing it up.
Yeah, yeah. But then there's a point where that like equilibrium like kind of goes up in the sense of like if it's just before the deadline, like if we're talking like next Thursday, you're gonna be screwed basically. Like
Yeah,
you have to kind of get them between now and I would say maybe like Tuesday without there being like another shift back up from where we saw for the first mints because everyone's scrambling to get lineups out. You know, that's the issue. Or you don't play the first week and just wait. But
yeah.
if you do that, then you won't get the third streaks. Is that right? Like the triples? I don't know. Is
The
that correct?
triples. No, you don't need to play match day one. It's just that
You
it's
don't.
open. No, I don't think
Got
you need to
you.
play match day one, but it's open for the first like 5 game weeks or something. So, but
Yeah.
you need to play match day one if you want to run the full thing.
Right. Like yeah. There's just not enough weeks for it to happen without doing that. Is yeah. Okay.
Rare
Yeah.
Kalina is 250 to 280.
Yeah.
He's been consistently the standalone keeper since he showed up. You know.
Yeah. He is really good. Mind you, I'm sure like Dane Sinclair will be a joke now with Inter Miami. Like him in the Inter Miami team. That'll probably be
Yeah,
good, right?
because the thing about Dane St. Clair, like if you look at the Miami keepers, they've always had rubbish keepers, right? But Dane St. Clair, like I'll say it now. How many assists did Hugo Lloris get last year? Like 2 or something. I
Yeah.
think Dane
Definitely got a
St. Clair.
couple.
Yeah, I think Dane St. Clair can live that life at Miami, just like a pinger, break an
Yeah.
offside
Yeah.
trap and send someone through, as well as all the
100%.
saves and passing with his feet. Yeah, Sinclair could be wild. It could be wild.
He's a good keeper though as well. Like
I
really good
like him.
shot stopper.
I like
Yeah.
him. I think he's a good goalkeeper, like a good
I mean,
goalie.
you don't get in
I'd
the
have him in
Canada
my team.
team, you know,
Hmm.
if you're a drag. Like the one thing I was going to say, sorry, Quinn, on top of like you saying, Sorare are getting really good with like their timing of auctions. So like, there's no overnight auctions for me, for example, like for the MLS, right? Like they just, or for
Ooh,
anyone really. But you know what I'm saying? Like they stop at a very specific time right now. So I don't even know if they have them over the weekend. I'm sure they do. Like there will be some, but I'd be surprised if it's like the same amount as they've been doing in the midweeks. But again, I haven't checked it.
yeah,
You know. Um,
yeah. They've been a lot more deliberate with their delivery, haven't they?
like what mints are we on, guys, in limited in MLS right now? Like I don't know, but I'm saying 10 to 15. I really don't know. Rares like yeah, threes and fours and fives, I guess. Or
Let me
be up
look.
to like 20 in limited. I'll be interested to know.
So limited mat threes number 13 is on auction now.
Okay, yeah. That's probably bang in the middle. Yeah, don't mind that.
I think you missed Magdeburg, Harry Boy.
Did
Let
I?
me check that.
Yeah, I'll go back now.
Any good J League forwards? I don't really have much of an insight on J League forwards right now, to be honest. I like I like the Vissel Kobe guys that played in the Prem and in the Bundesliga. Osaka and Muto. They're kind of lazy picks, but I think you kind of get on level with them. Vissel's a good team, generally. There's Magdeburg there. Barasatik is in. Don't worry, lads. Barasatik
Yeah,
is
that's
in.
all you need to worry about. He's the only player you need to play. Big Barris with his 7 million DAs this week or last week. If I missed anyone else from the Bundes too, please do inform me. But yeah, because all the teams just look the same and they have the same blue badge. So yeah, very easy mistake to make. Let's see if Di Maria's in. There he is. Angel with Veliz. Like it.
Yeah.
I
Big
like
Conan
it.
goals.
Yeah. We'll do a bit of Racing.
What a great name for a player that
It's
one
one of
is.
the best names ever, isn't it? Why
Tim
are they all in
Handwerker.
Bundes too? It's like if you do you know there's like a thing where I don't know what the exact stat is, someone might know in the chat, but there's basically a set of birth months to where like you're more probable to be a professional footballer. And it kind of
Ooh.
lends to the fact that like, if you're in your age group, like I'm May born, so I was always like not the biggest, right? Especially
Mm.
people who were like earlier than me, or later than me, sorry, like August. But if you're like September, October, November, December, I think those are the months where like, you're more probable. I'm sure there's something with names. If you've got like a mental second name, you're very probable to be a Bundesliga 2 football player, I think, because it just somehow lends to some incredible names there.
I definitely think when I was growing up, kids that had like Italian surnames and stuff like that always get picked for football
Ooh,
and stuff like
did
that.
they?
Like, yeah, like totally. Like people that had, they'd be as Scottish as anyone else or whatever, but their last
Right.
name would be like Jack and Ellie or something like that. You know what I mean? And
Right. That's
like,
interesting because yeah, that didn't really happen in like me growing up in Wales necessarily. Like there was obviously Italian, second names, but no, it wasn't like a known thing necessarily, or enough to where you'd notice it. So is there a lot? I guess there's a lot of Italians in Scotland then, right?
I've just used that as one example, but it could have been like
Yeah.
A Polish name or a French
Okay.
name. I'm just thinking
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
kids I went to school with: Polish, French, Italian surnames. Anything else like Asian and stuff like Indian, Pakistani stuff like that, whatever. But yeah,
Hmm.
like kids with like Polish, Italian, French names. They were. Don't get me wrong. The boy I went to school with, that was like French. He was actually a really good player. But yeah, it just felt like the foreign boy or the foreign sounding boys always. Yeah, I
I
mean, when
can
it came
see that though. Like,
the PE
yeah.
teacher that doesn't know anyone or the coach that doesn't know anyone. So I was like, right, what's your name? Lebowski or fucking something. You know what I mean? Right, you're up front.
100%.
You know,
That is hilarious, by the way. That is amazing.
but yeah, it's definitely a thing with cool names. I think getting picked for stuff. It's like the white boots in some ways. It's
Mm.
just a way for people to remember you.
How
And
can you stand out basically? Like how
uh,
can you differentiate yourself from the pack, you know? Yeah. Any more contender requests, lads, before I move on to challenger? Please do get them in, i.e. lineups that, teams that we haven't looked at yet in contender, that is. I've done all the main ones outside of here. Let's just do Tigres. Maybe a little Club America. Tigres are cooking, by the way. Liners has
yeah,
been scoring incredibly well. Brunetta, obviously. Correa. Yeah, they're doing it.
we definitely need to get a clip of like. Do you remember when Korea moved to Mexico?
Yeah.
We need to find a clip of Laird discussing that at the time.
Ooh. Did he think it was retirement league?
He did. He did.
Angel Correa. Brian, look at this. Look at the trident.
Oh, the Mexican Americans.
All got their citizenship now in for the Mexican national team, I think.
Efra cooked last week. I kind of called it as well. Had him in a big team.
I don't know what Callum's on about in the chat. You haven't done Heart, Harry. I haven't done Challenger at all, Cal, on purpose,
Yeah, we're
because
not
we're
there
not
yet,
on
buddy.
Challenger. We're not on Challenger yet. Let me do.
I think Shaqiri's out, by the way.
Yeah, someone said that in my Discord, or someone's Discord. Yeah. Oh, look at this ready-made replacement,
Oh,
Koba Lien or Lion, however you pronounce it. Lean.
yeah, that team looks minging.
Benny Traore and Tsunomoto just lone wolves now. No big
You've even
shots.
rotated the keeper and everything.
Wow,
Marvin
yeah.
Hitz.
Marvin
Yeah.
Hitz, yeah.
Gabriel Paulista got 100 midweek. Wow.
Did he really? Huh.
Big Boston centre back. Love that.
Okay, well, I'm not seeing any anyone shouting from the rooftops for any more contender teams. So we'll move on to Challenger then, and we'll just kick it off with the Austrian Bundesliga, back for its second game since the break. No Kjaersgaard as well, behind Azarbegovic, which is weird. Not weird, but, this
Yeah, I
guy
don't think
looks
he's
new.
fully fit. Yeah, he's. I think he can.
Diabate.
Seen his cards coming out not too long ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Salzburg team's kind of hard to keep on top of at the moment.
Yeah, they just have a conveyor belt, don't they?
Ajar Begovic is on it, but
Oh, mate,
like,
he's so good. He'll get a big move, like probably a Leipzig move, realistically, to replace Diomande or something, right? That's just guaranteed.
yeah,
If Diomande moves, like,
Kratzig
yeah, he's
looking good
really good.
as well. I'm quite happy with the big
Kratzig,
Salzburg guys I've got now.
they just don't seem to put results together, do they? Like they lost last week or whatever, or drew or
Yeah,
whatever they did. Like,
Vienna Derby. This will be spicy.
Oh yeah, Vienna Derby, Lite Soak. I think he was a soul boy back in the day, or maybe not. I don't know. My boy Agassi up front. Pellets away to Blau. Yeah, what's happening with Baumgartner a minute? Okay, could be wrong. Big Baum not fully fit. Not good for the Baum. Oh, Quinny, I had a little mad one midweek. I hit my first ever, like with the missions,
Yeah, yeah.
like outside of the XP ones. Well, we had those Prem. Did you see the Prem ones midweek?
Oh yeah, it was something
5
stupid.
duels or something.
What was it, Jules? Or
It was
is
like,
it something stupid
yeah.
today? It's like 15 missed
Oh,
passes or
today's
something.
is stupid, yeah. But on Wednesday or Tuesday for the Prem ones, it was +5 duels. I hit every one in my super rare, so I won 500 super rare Prem essence. Never won any Prem essence because I don't play Prem. I had Nico Williams, who scored 100 flat with no A, all AA. Not that it mattered with the score. Hannibal scored like 85 away to somebody. Crazy. And then I had Chris Richards, who they got battered, I think, by Hannibal's Burnley. But he somehow had 5 duels, one or whatever. I've never hit 3, like, outside of the XP one. I've never hit,
Mhm.
like, the jackpot of the Essence type of thing, ever.
Same.
Never mind in Super Rare. It's really hard to hit. Because I just don't have that many cards really. Like I have a lot of cards, but just not in Prem. So yeah, I was buzzing. So now I'm gonna wash a little bit of my essence in Arena, and I'm hopefully gonna craft a random Prem card on the weekend if I get, if I win some Arena essence. I'm only at like just above 500, so I'm gonna play like 2 arenas maybe, like 220 arenas, so they're like 100 each or whatever, and then yeah, just pray to the super rare gods that I get enough essence to craft.
The super rare gods.
You've got to pray, otherwise they don't give you the crafts you want, sadly.
Aye, we bet the super rare
Imagine
gods
that.
love that.
I'll just do like a blind Prem craft. I just craft Haaland. Cheers.
Oh, imagine, Harry.
I've never
Imagine.
crafted a Prem. Like I just don't craft Prem cards because they just don't exist in my world really.
Do you have any clues stacked up? Like tokens?
I've been wheeling it a little bit with the MLS, but I don't know if I've got enough to like do a super rare lot of clues. So that would be my sort of downfall maybe. But I
So you
might
know
be
it's
close
like
on
you
this.
just want you only want nationality.
True. Yeah, you just want nationality. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Yeah, nationality. I wonder how close I am to that. Sorry, Mickey Dooland.
We're into the Danish land. And, we were talking about wee JJ last week. He done quite well, didn't he?
Yeah, got a little assist. I was speaking to Mickey, who does these incredible predictions on inside. So fair play to him. But yeah, he was like he's taken left-footed set pieces as well, which was a nice little bonus I didn't know about. So yeah, nice little assist. The midgets away to Odense. What have we got next?
Midgets are a good looking team, aren't they?
Yeah, I do like the midgets. Matthew Hope and nobody else. Wow, one-man team. 2 one-man teams.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be fun. Not 1v1. Then the Copenhagen versus Norgesland is a big one.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you are right, Graham. But which clues are they? Are they like nationality clues? Are they?
I think it's highest tier or something.
Oh,
Crap
is
like
it?
that.
That's the worst one. Honestly, it makes no sense, that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a really bad clue, that one. I gotta be honest. Like, it doesn't do anything for you, does it? Really?
I was close to using it one time because it was a blind standard pick.
Right. Yeah.
And it was like,
Yeah.
if I had the tokens, I would use it, but I would never spend essence on it.
No.
And
No,
you get the tokens for it, you're always like, oh, for fuck's sake, why is it not nationality or league?
And it's
You know what I mean?
always that one. Yeah, yeah. It's
Uh-huh.
so fucking annoying.
Yes, it's a bit of not red herring. What's the thing? I can't remember. There's an expression. I'm off the boil today, guys. I'm sorry. Normally quite quick with the tongue.
Martin.
Yeah. Porto away to Nacional Funchal. This is a tough away trip. Somebody was saying in the chat earlier. I think it was Luis Soli plays. I still can't believe Gabriel Vega's not nailed in this team, man. It's the one thing that pisses me off so much about this Porto team is the disrespect. And I bought that bloody Sekou Fofana last week, and he scored off the bench.
Yeah, and what's he? Where's he? Like,
he's in the depth there. He's no on his start.
Yeah, no, but like, he should be featuring unless he's not fully fit. I don't know, but.
Yeah, that's kind of fairly dilly. That was the only time I was close to. That's where I felt the need for it. There was a standard one, and I think I'd put the league clue in, and I got lots of good leagues. And then I was like, do I want to reveal nationality or da? Oh, it would be helpful if I knew what the best thing was. You know,
right?
That was the only time.
Yeah, obviously there is. I do understand the reason for using it, but it just feels like there's just not many reasons for doing it. Or like situations where.
No.
And that's the issue now. Like the tier 1s and stars are like tier 2s and 3s of like a couple of months ago because everything just gets pushed up, right? Because if all the stars are out, effectively, those tier 1s then replace those stars, and everything just kind of gets diluted. So, yeah.
One moment.
No worries. But yeah, next weekend is when. No, after next weekend is when we can craft MLS cards, I believe, right? So maybe holding on to some essence for then. Louis says, my info is that Jenny, is it Jenny? I don't know how to pronounce it, is on the sporting squad. He's on the sporting squad and not injured. Well, okay, interesting. Liam, what's going on, mate? Still not recovered from my Arsenal get you. Yeah, brutal, mate, brutal. Thiago I watched actually the end of the game, and Thiago had a wicked chance as well. Blazed it over the bar, mind, but to go and win the game. All newspapers say, fair enough. Louise has the inside info. Love to hear it. Joel Robles for Estoril. Casapia. My boy Liverland. Duhara, wow, under 23 legend there. Under 23 Road to Glory legend, shall I say. Actually, I don't know whether I'll give him legend status, but he was part of the band.
What did I miss? Sorry.
Not much, to be fair. I was just a couple of my old under 23 Road to Glory boys, sort of doing a little bit in Portugal. Should I swap a Tierney in season?
They're both away. No. Either both away. Fenerbahce's game's way tougher.
But having the classic kind of pigeonhole, like I've got a classic Asensio, obviously, it's a really good card to have, but it does kind of pigeonhole you a little bit, doesn't it? In a sense, like those other 4 cards have to be, pretty good, and they have to be in season minimum. It depends who the other 4 players are around him. I would say, like I need to know
is Tierney the drop?
Because if Tierney the drop means you've already got 4 in season cards potentially as well. Like you've got 5, and then it would be 4 with. 4 with the in-season Asensio, but this is how Benfica apparently are gonna line up.
Rafa's back.
Rafa. So yeah, Antonio Silva maybe comes back in. Portuguese lads, I know there's a couple of you in the chat. Is this like a really good matchup for Benfica? I know it's away, but like, how bad is Santa Clara is basically what I'm getting at. So yeah, I would like to know that, if you don't mind. And then ending on Tondela.
I've ended up with 2 players from that Alverca team.
Have you?
Yeah. I got the guy in Lincoln who's in the Fenerbahce collection. But then I was filling out my old Seattle collection when they won the Champions League. And there's a old Seattle player that plays for them called Leo Chu. I think he played for Dallas for a bit too.
Yeah, I remember.
Maybe recognize his name. He plays for them.
The winger.
Also not in the squad. Yeah, the winger. Yeah.
Interesting.
I thought it was a funny one when I noticed it.
Zhao, by hard, do you mean like it's hard to win there, or is it like
it's like Mallorca away? It's a vibe.
Yeah, but like all I want is a clean sheet. Is basically what I'm saying. Like hard, it could be hard. It could be 0-0 and be quite hard. Um, Interesting. You know, like do they have goal threats? Is
Hmm.
my question probably condensed into my ramblings. Benfica are complaining on the grass condition. Love that.
It's Jose.
Love a bit of Jose. We'll go Turkey and then we'll end on the Scots to finish off Challenger before we have a little break in play and then we'll go into Champion.
We
But
we
yeah,
budget Cardi. Hoo-hoo.
yeah, Cardi in the 10 apparently. Yeah, I don't know. This threw me a little bit because I've been loading up on Sarah's recently and fucking if he's not going to play, it just really just ruined any of my plans to try and hit this third streak.
Mm.
So I brought in a Noah Lang last night, classic, which I'm quite happy
Ooh.
about. Yeah, I got him part of my only like 20 quid, part of my Club Bruges collection. So I've got 3% on him, which I'm quite happy about. I do have an Osherman, so like I still have they're literally the only two players I do have a Lamina as well, but he's not in my main team. Yilmaz, I do have to be fair, but again, I guarantee you Akam plays. Like I'll just say that now. Like bound he plays every game. Like
Yeah.
is without fail. Sane's back, like in the training picture. Um yeah, like no Sanchez maybe. Big Willie Single comes in potentially. So yeah, it's a weird one. It's the best matchup you're ever probably gonna get. And obviously they're rotating, pre Champions League and stuff against who are they playing? Atletico maybe? Can't think.
Mm. I can't think of that.
Yeah.
A strong team. Lots of goals, hopefully. No
Yeah.
Sanchez will be single that starts as well.
Apparently, yeah. I have a single, but I'm like, I just don't want to risk it. Tim Baumgartner is on at 60%. Apparently, he's not fully fit. Rico Man says he does. Yeah, Santa Clara don't score many. That's all I needed to know, Rico. I appreciate you, though, mate.
So see Samson Spore,
Yeah,
their backup goalkeeper. You're just on them.
I'll go
He's
back now.
also
Yeah.
he's also in my Fenerbahce collection. I've received
Oh,
two
yeah, yeah.
offers for him in the last
Ooh,
3 days. So watch out
interesting.
for that. Could be a wee dodgy one.
A little
Watch out.
thing. Yeah. Yeah, Magnum, kill yours out with like a muscle injury.
Yeah. He's out for maybe a wee bit, isn't he? It feels like Bednarek and Thiago are kind of nailed now.
Yeah.
Did you see the thing on my stream with the Guilherme Houston card?
Yeah, well, there's two, like a defender and a forward type of thing.
Yeah, but the defender was this defender.
Right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Which he hasn't moved, right? Is that correct?
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. He played at the
Because like,
weekend and stuff.
yeah, because first day I went through all the auctions, and I remember putting in one of my discords like, Houston have two Guilhermes, and we were like just laughing about it. But yeah, I didn't know what the issue was, but that's actually funny.
'Cause I was looking at it and like they obviously signed Hector Herrera back, they signed Bogey back, they got Jack
Yeah.
McGlynn, they signed that other Guilherme that's a striker. And when I
Mhm.
seen that they had that Guilherme defender, it was like, what the hell have Houston built here? Like
I know.
this is an insane five you're
It's a
going to build out of
monster,
this.
isn't it? I
Uh-huh.
know.
Yeah. And then
And they
obviously
got rid of
Guilherme's
Bassi.
not there.
They've got Hector Herrera back. Like, I don't know if you said that, but like
Yeah.
mental.
So they've just made up the transfer. Yeah. Try to influence the sporting directors.
I mean, they need a Kai Wagner replacement, so that's probably the closest thing you're gonna get in a weird like Sorare world. Because
Hmm.
that guy just smashes his face off, or used to anyway. Used to be insane. That
Yeah. He's
Guilherme.
a wee bit old for Turkey now, isn't he?
Yeah,
Could do with
Lev's
a wee
probably
MLS
gone.
move.
Yeah, go enjoy yourself in a farmers league. Trabzonspor versus Fener. Swiftly moving on before anyone comes to me.
This is a tough one, by
Um,
the way. Batahov,
yeah,
Christ, Mucci, Big Paul. That's a really powerful spine this season.
yeah. This will be tight, right? Like I know Fener have been pretty good this season. Obviously, Trab's the same. Do they cancel each other out? Maybe knowing Fener's away, maybe or a little Fener away win.
I hope so. I've got all my Fener
Yeah.
boys locked out. I've got my Kante in a nice wee fun team as well, my wee classic Kante.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not backing it to the hilt. I don't think a clean
Right.
sheet's on the cards, but
Yeah, but like if there is
hopefully.
a clean sheet, he's going to have like 20 AA minimum.
big time. Yeah,
So there is upside there. I've played my Edisons like in one of my better teams, let's say, but not my best. But yeah, it could easily just fall to shit because they could just concede very, very easily. I saw fucking Edison killed you, didn't he, on the streak
yep.
last week, wasn't it? Yeah, Monday
Slaughtered me, man.
maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like the
brutal.
goal. Just wrecked me.
Mate, I had him in my best challenger team. Like I had a Benfica defensive stack double with Edison. It was like a weird one, and it actually worked out because Dahl got an assist and Otamendi just Otamendi'd. So I was actually looking pretty good until Edison played. Like I'd already hit the streak, thankfully. Like I scraped it in another lineup, and then I missed it because of fucking Edison. So yeah, I wouldn't be on the third streak right now had I not scraped that streak.
I've had a lot of
Last
bad luck.
weekend.
The last, I should be on streak 3 for this weekend, and I'm not. It's just a
Right.
gutter. Magnum Coast.
I've had the opposite.
Oh, sorry, Nico. Sorry, Nico.
No, go on. Go Magnum.
I was just going to, say he's got an interesting one here. Single for Galatasaray, Arkatoğlu for Fenerbahce, or Gadu. I don't know who he plays for. I'm going to assume it's Salzburg. Sounds like a Salzburg guy. And Baidu, who is a Salzburg guy. I would go with the Turkey lads because I think Arkatoğlu is against Trabzonspor. He gets AA. He just needs a decisive. He takes sets and stuff. And singles defense at home.
Quinny, I crafted the number 2 Aslani from Benfica, Besiktas.
Nice. He's never had cards.
He's like no, ever. And I've got a funny little Albania stack for my internationals, and he's like the missing piece. Yeah. Never had cards, and I just did a blank craft, and he doesn't have a picture, and I was like, who's this? 2 of 100. Clicked it, and it was like he got sent off 2 games ago. I was like, oh, here we go. But turned out to be the Inter one, so I was like, okay, this might be pretty fun. I actually had a little offer on him, yeah, like similar to you on your goalkeeper, but I haven't entertained it, I guess, yet. But yeah, random like he loves a set piece as well. I know he's not going to like him maybe with Kochu, but probably a good player to have.
I think so. He was very good for Inter. I'm not sure how. I've not looked at his SO5. He's never had cards, but played all the time under Inzaghi.
Yeah,
he just got into the team just as we stopped getting Inter cards. Right at that moment.
Yeah, we just missed him. But that's the end of Turkey, and then we'll end the Challenger segment. Oh, let's do Celtic last. Let's leave the best to last.
Yeah, we'll go top to bottom.
Yeah. So Motherwell, Aberdeen. Motherwell scraped a draw against Rangers despite dominating the game, I heard midweek. So yeah, positive result for them in a lot of ways. At home, 60% on. Elliot Watt's back in the fold, which is huge for them after playing 45 midweek. Aberdeen haven't played for like a year because they're rubbish and they don't want to play games of football.
Yeah.
And but they've signed Dennis Gager. He is my Football Index OG budget midfielder option. Yeah, I was a massive Dennis Gager guy a few years ago. So yeah, L15 is 0 as well. And I have a classic, but I haven't used him. And he likes a set piece normally, Quinny. So I know Stu bombs there, but I think he'll do pretty well in Scotland. He's a good player.
He could. Motherwell at home, very formidable this year.
Yeah.
Fadinger suspended. Well, Elliot Watt comes back in anyway. So it's like you mentioned, Priestman still stays in because of that. And they've changed the striker for this one. Maybe a bit of rotation. Borja Golfson in terms of side. But Motherwell are cooking, and Aberdeen are really going to need to show up. Like really need to show up.
I've loaded my Motherwell stack in both scarcities. I'm really excited for this one. Waited a little while for like a good Motherwell game. Although they've been great all season, but like this feels maybe not too obvious to where like they're not playing like Dundee at home or Dundee United. No disrespect, but it could be one to where like Aberdeen could test them, meaning like there could be AA. But if they can get over that sort of like clean sheet line, I think there could be some massive scores for Aberdeen players. Okay, so they good defend. That's fine. Good defense. I appreciate the inside MV.
Thanks very much for that. MV Studio PT. It's a new name in the chat. Good to see you.
Yeah.
If you haven't done so already, guys, if you're like Studio MV Studio PT, maybe you're new around here, you might not know this, right? Sorare own and control the internet. We mentioned it earlier. You might have missed that. But they love the content from me and Harry Trades. Harry Trades' channel, linked in the description as always if you've not found it yet. And they know you're here. They know you're watching the Deadline show, getting all the latest and greatest info right before the deadline closes. And Sorare, they don't like it if you're going to tune into the content and not hit the like button. And if they see you doing that, they are going to make sure you've picked the wrong captain. You will get DNPs. You will craft the worst card in the lot, and you're not going to hit your streaks. It's just it's just the power they have. Do yourself a favor, support the channel, support the show, smash the like button, get into the live chat, drop a fist bump, let us know what you're chasing for the weekend. Do you have any some intel and any some insight? Get it into the chat as well. Help your Sorare scouts and managers around the world together. Hopefully, we can smash the streaks in this one. But yeah, smash the like button, everyone, if you've not done so already.
100%.
MV Studio.
Tricky Ricky's over on Twitch. What's going on, mate?
Tricky Ricky over on Twitch. Good to see you. We're on Twitch, we're on Twitter or X, and we're on YouTube. So wherever you want to watch.
Quinny, I got Baniacked midweek.
Oh, mate, so did I. Didn't really do anything.
I got relegated from D1 because of him. Yeah.
Oh,
I got
why did he even sit out? I don't even know.
They came out that he was ill, actually, not injured, apparently. So brutal, mate. Because, yeah. And I had Yang in that lineup as well. So I had a double bubble in the same lineup. But it was weird. Yang actually showed on the bench eventually. Did you see, was he actually on the bench, or do we not know?
No, he was not on the bench.
It was a mistake, wasn't it? Because the graphic showed no bench. And then I had hope then, because like Sorare and SofaScore showed bench. So I was like, oh, maybe he can just come on for 5. And when they made 5 sub, they're like, there's no way he's like on the bench, you know? I was gutted, mate, because yeah, I lost 2 D1s. I finished 4th in D1 and lost 2 D1s. So I had a bit of a mad week. Like, I hit the streak and whatever, and it was nice, but like losing 2 D1s, like, oh, I'm gutted, mate.
Nothing worse, man. Those relegations midweek.
To DMPs as well. Like, it's not as if like I tried, like, they didn't even score any points. Like, oh, mate. And Volker kept the clean sheet, which is even more annoying.
It was a good game they had.
Yeah. Well, they missed a pen, didn't they, last minute, Dundee? So
Then we've got Rangers Hearts. This is a big one.
Hearts. This is a massive one, isn't it?
Yeah, somehow we need them both to lose. How do we sort that out? I think Hearts get the win, to be honest with you.
Do you really? Yeah.
Yeah, I just think Hearts get the win. Rangers are looking a bit better, I think, in terms of that. And Derry apparently is already getting lined up for a summer transfer out of Rangers. Apparently, clubs
he played one game.
I know. Apparently, teams are circling him already. You know, and
wow,
all the rest of it. So let's see. But yeah, apparently they're kind of growing in form or whatever. Let's see. But I think Hearts are the real deal, and like I think McInnes is. I've kind of said enough about it over the last couple of weeks. I don't want to be boring and repeat myself all again, but I think, Hearts go into this with both teams go into it with pressure, but Rangers have got, again, like the Rangers home support, with all due respect to anyone listening, they can turn, you know what I mean? Like, if Hearts were to get a goal or two kind of early in this game, it could be over quite quickly. I'm not saying that Hearts have really got that in them. I think they do. I'm not saying that's like an obvious thing that could happen, but it's something that I think Rangers will be aware of, and if it goes against them, yeah, it could be a funny one. I just think set pieces Hearts are very prolific. If they've got Finlay and Halkett back in the team, and I think their front three is going to be as much trouble as Rangers have had to deal with all season, really. So big game for Butland and the rest of the defence. Looks like there's no Tavernier there, whatever that's worth to anyone.
He played midweek, didn't he, is the issue, I think. Like, weren't supposed to play because Aaron's dropped out or something. So
got you. But yeah, tough one to call. Maybe it's a draw. Maybe a draw is the best thing for Celtic, but I don't know.
No, please.
As I look at this, as we talk about it, I think Hearts win. I don't know why. That's just what my gut tells me.
Well, I can see it. I mean, it's definitely not out of the realm, is it? Hearts have been amazing. And then finishing on Kilmarnock Celtic.
So former Rangers manager Neil McCann in the dugout here. It's a bit of an in-joke from last season, if anyone gets it. Love it. They've kind of had a wee bit of a bounce since McCann's come back in. They've got Kel Roos in goals, former Aberdeen keeper, who is a bit of a guy that plays up to the TV cameras. If the game's televised, he loves making a few saves. He loves influencing the match. So there's something to be said for that. Obviously, they're at home, plastic pitch and stuff. But Celtic, we rotated a lot the last 2 games. Arnie Engels picked up an injury midweek. Looks like Oxlade-Chamberlain might need to start this one. If it's not Ox, it will be Hatate, but I think it will be Ox. So Daisen Maeda get dropped at the weekend, wasn't in the match day squad at all. Started midweek, came off at 60 or 70. Tuneki played both games. Yang played one, was dropped out of one. So between the 3 wingers, or maybe you want to think about Mvuka somewhere, I don't know between the four of them who's going to play this game. I think Dyson's kind of safe because of he's already totally missed a game. So I don't think he'll be totally missing this game either. Whether he starts or not is another question. But I find it hard to imagine Tuneki starts yet again, although he's undroppable, kind of, how good he's been playing. But we do have 2 games with Stuttgart coming up. We've got Hibs. We've got 2 games against Rangers back-to-back, League and Cup. And this is all in the next 2 weeks or something. So does Adamu start for Big Tam? I think the front 3 is so hard to pick. The rest of the team's kind of easy, minus Ox and Rio maybe being a coin toss. But yeah, if Celtic win it 2-0, I'll be happy. It could be more. It could be something worse. But we play this game Sunday at 2 o'clock, and then Rangers Hearts is Sunday 4 o'clock. So it's like a Scottish Super Sunday for sure. So there'll be pressure on us to get the win and just put the points on the board before the other 2 play.
For sure. Little early kickoff. Okay, well that concludes all the dodgy leagues.
The real football.
Let me check. Yeah, now we get into the real football. Now let me do one quick refresh just to see if anything crazy has changed in some of the leagues that we've already covered. Big game wise, Hadrick was updated 15 minutes ago. In case anything's changed there. Have a little butchers. We haven't done Bundas yet. Oh, Eredivisie 3 minutes ago. Let's have a look at this quickly. Oh no, Telstar. Well, Feyenoord was actually updated. Let's see what this says. Okay, so the goalie's been confirmed.
No Ueda.
No Ueda is also confirmed. So I've got this keeper and he's out 15-0. But he's classic, which makes things a little tricky to fit him in somewhere. But that might change one of my teams. So yeah, that's good to know though that he's been confirmed. And then Herenveen. What is this looking like? Okay, so Riviera's gone back down, I think. Updates. Lindy's gone up. Browers. Okay. Okay, doke. Falkirk updated 2 minutes ago. And Hearts. Wow.
Oh.
I don't know what's necessarily changed, but update Bain was ill. Okay. Hoodwink, good afternoon, pal.
Hoodwink, good to see you.
And then, yeah, Hearts updated. Anything obvious? Let's have a look in the updates. Just some, I don't even know. Okay, Quinny, that probably concludes my section. Do you want to go for a little break?
Yeah, let's go for it. And we'll go for the top 5 leagues after we hear a wee word from MFL, sponsoring the show and sponsoring the channel. Wrong button. MFL Meta Football League is a football management game that takes this genre to the next level. This is an open network online experience where every club, every opponent you play against is managed and operated by another player, by another person. It's your tactics, it's your wit, it's your squad against your opponents. MFL seasons normally run for around 6 weeks, so this isn't a game that comes out every new football season that you need to go and buy a new copy of. So there's never a bad time to open your account and get your club up and running. The only thing you need to buy or to pay for to get up and running to play MFL is your club. You can buy a club pack from MFL directly and it will randomly generate where your club is located, what city and in what country. One of the ways MFL takes this game to the next level is every player you own, you are actually their agent. So any players that you own that you're not going to use in your own squad, you can list on the market for loan, where they can go into another squad, and in return you'll get a percentage, you'll get a cut of any of the prize money that those players help those clubs to win. Sign up by using the link that's in the description of this video or in the pinned comment. You'll directly support me and all the content here at the channel, but by doing so you guarantee yourself the best sign up bonuses available. There we go, everyone. Thanks very much. And we'll start off with Serie A and we'll work our way up. We're going to start off with Torino Bologna. All eyes on screen. We'll try and talk about bits of it as we get through it, but we'll try and skip right through it. João Mario went right back for Bologna. When did that happen?
I think he went on loan, yeah. Not very long ago. Maybe Jan, I guess.
Yeah, cool. Inter versus Juve, a big game. I don't think this is Friday night right enough. Zielinski taking over from Asllani, as we've mentioned before, is out the building now. Joe David starting up front for Juve. Weston McKennie still living his best life in the Juve shirt. And Kenan Yildiz, I think he's just got a big contract recently, hasn't he? He's been on fire.
Yeah.
Pisa, bottom of the table at home to AC Milan. Magic Mike in the nets. And Kunku up front for me. I'm happy with that. You've got a wee Modric in there, Harry boy. And Rafael Leao, everyone's favourite up front. Napoli Roma, this is a big one. This is a big one. Antonio Vergara, I think that's a new signing, or a new name to me anyway, is in the front line. And yeah, I think they're missing a few players here. Bukema's in to start as well. I think I suppose Buongiorno and stuff. That's not too bad. Malin, Dybala, Sula, front three for Roma. Gallardi, I seen some. He was in my timeline as well. I think he's just getting some. I can't remember. He's getting some love for something. That new centre backs. Watch out for him. Cremonese Genoa on screen here. Jamie Vardy starts. Bilo at Genoa gets the start as well.
Ooh.
Parma take on Verona. Kieran Bowie and Gift Orban, the dream team up front, continues to roll. And they take on Parma. Still don't have Zion Suzuki back. Ondrika, Pellegrino, and Orsetanio up front. Verona team looks all right on paper. Udinese without Lennon Miller take on Sassuolo, who do have Big Dom Berardi back in town. Muric and Okoye, two fun goalkeepers involved in this one. Vakun Bayo up front for Udinese, that's fun.
He's a Watford lad.
Yeah, ex-Celtic player.
Oh, yeah.
Like before Sorare, ex-Celtic.
Mm-hmm.
Cagliari Lecce. Cagliari Lecce is on screen. Falcone and Caprio, again, two other OG goalies. Lazio take on Atalanta. Maldini up front. This team's totally fallen off, man. Lazio. Isaacson is like the only fun-looking guy there now. And Atalanta look pretty good, pretty strong. New name in defence. Como, really good fixture this one at home to Fiorentina. Duvikas, Paz, Baturina, and Jesus Rodriguez in the front four. D'Acunha and Peroni in the engine room. Back four, quite consistent. Butez, the hero goalkeeper. And I've seen a nice wee highlight of Jack Harrison and Moise Keane linking up. Seeing they've also got Manor Solomon in town. Maybe Fiorentina are not to be totally written off, but they've been really crap this year. We'll go from Serie A to France. Now, I just got an update on Sorare that France does not have any late deadlines today.
Yeah.
Two games on Friday, obviously, so any of your French stuff, you need to get it in the next 35 minutes. We're going to start off with Marseille-Strasbourg. I think that's a Friday night game. We have Nwaneri, Guiri, and Greenwood as a front three. Seems pretty exciting. And in midfield, talk about hard as nails. Højbjerg, Vermeeren, and Timber.
Wow. Timber's apparently, started off really, really well. Like, people are buzzing off him in Marseille.
And this is the first post-De Zerbi team. Back to a kind of normal formation, you might think. Pavard back in. They could be wildly good all of a sudden, just not having De Zerbi, the crackpot in charge. Strasbourg's team with Gary O'Neill, they've been doing quite well themselves. Again, quite a recognisable outfit, quite consistent, lots of good players there. Tough one to call, probably a fun one to watch on the TV tonight. And we have Monaco Nantes. This is a Friday night game too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Vanderson, Kerher, Zakaria, Faiz, Chao Henrique, lots of big hitters here. Adingra, if I say whatever. Golovin, Akliush. You have a change in the team.
Oh, wow,
here.
I didn't know he went there.
Yeah, weird, eh? And Nantes, Cabela, Ablin. That's kind of it. Metz Auxerre. Get your eyes on that. Not really much to say from me. After that, we look at Rennes PSG. This could be a tough one. Not tough for PSG, but like Rennes away, it's not like a minnow sort of thing. So let's see how they run. Szymanski not in to start. Otherwise, nothing really much to say on that. We then get to Lyon versus Nice. LAY starting. Sofiane Diop, Mohamed Ali Cho. Big Dante, Harry. Is that the sign that they're back?
I think he's been back a couple of weeks, but yeah, maybe, potentially.
Morgan Sanson as well. I think he's done all right, a game or two. And then we have Paris take on Lens. Lens flying high, of course, in the table. And who did they sign? ASM. He's not on to start yet. Chiro Immobile's moved to Paris FC. Maybe he gives them a different edge up front. The Paris FC team is a really fun 11 to look at. Lille take on Brest. Little Brest it is this week. Lille Brest. A wee bit of Lille Brest. And yeah, there we go. Wee Lille Brest. Le Havre take on Toulouse. And I've seen somebody in this Le Havre team. Is it Ebenog? Or it was one of the midfielders, I think, or a defender or something. But they were linked to like a big team. It wasn't this Sorare, it was somebody else. Maybe he's injured or maybe he moved. But yeah, there's both those ones on screen. And Lorient is the last one. They take on Angers. Kofi versus Mvogo. And from here, we'll move to the Bundesliga. Augsburg take on Heidenheim. Teams are on screen for you guys now. Not really much to say about either or, to be honest with you. Hopefully it's a good game for Finn Damen. Hoffenheim, Freiburg. I think Freiburg are one of these teams that have midweek on the horizon. Where did they? I think Europa League. Yeah, I can't remember if they finished in top 8 or not, but something to check. Yeah, teams are all kind of there for you to see. Hoffenheim going well. I think they're third in the table right now. Leverkusen at home to St. Pauli. Both teams looking good for it. No Joachima Fujita for St. Pauli. Leipzig take on Wolfsburg. And I've seen some links of Vinicius Souza might be going back to Brazil. And you know that's going to be pretty good if it works, you know. So he's not in the team, but
AA for days, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you think so. And then with Rom suspended and some other bits and bobs. Yeah, I don't know why they don't think Lukeba was subbed with cramps. He could start, but I would be cautious. Yeah, they're not too sure on Lukeba. I might need to de-risk mine. The rest of the team kind of picks itself. And Wolfsburg are pretty mince, but they're not really mince. Kevin Paredes on its start. It's been a while since we've seen his name. Dortmund take on Mainz. That is the Friday night Bundesliga match. No Schlotterbeck, but otherwise I think it's a full-strength Dortmund lineup. We then have Stuttgart at home to Cologne. I think, is this a bit of a derby? I think. I know Stuttgart Dortmund is a bit of a. I know Stuttgart Dortmund is a derby, or no, sorry, Dortmund Schalke. But I'm pretty sure Cologne is up and amongst it with those guys as well. So there may be a bit of spice on this one. Kraus and Martel in the engine room's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah,
El Maya
good.
And Kaminsky. That's fun.
Yeah, lots of mids there in that team. Like I just noticing, like Kaminsky, even all the middle three are all mids. I'm pretty sure. I won that Thielman guy.
Was he good?
Yeah, he's okay. He had a few DAs early on. He kind of regressed a little bit, but yeah, he's all right.
And we've got Bremen at home to Bayern München. Yeah, I think the Werder Bremen's team's been quite consistent. Musiala probably starts this one. Diaz, Kane, and Krau look quite nailed. Bischoff and Kimmich in the engine room. Leimer probably comes in as fullback alongside Tak and Minje and Hiroto in the defence. Neuer is confirmed to play. I think that's the only thing that Kompany, press conference was useless, but Kompany confirmed that Neuer will play. So watch out for that. Bayern will probably wreck somebody with some random rotation. Hamburg and on screen here. And then I think we've got our final Bundesliga game, Frankfurt against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Stoger on to play, Rocco Reitz on to play, both my wee guys. That's fun. And then from here, we'll be shaking into La Liga. My favourite football, a wee bit of Spanish. Let's hit a refresh in case we've caught any updates since we started the Champ Leagues. We have Espanyol taking on Celta Vigo. Teams are on screen here for you. It looks like there's going to be no Edu Esposito, so watch out for that. Nothing else really jumps off the page to me here. We've got a Valencia derby, Levante at home to Valencia. Teams are on screen here.
Is this a derby, is it, Quinny?
It is a full-blooded derby. Like Valencia derby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The Bats normally give it away. They love the Bats.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Never noticed that. But that's really cool.
Matty Ryan versus Dimitrievski. Two big goalkeepers involved.
Yeah, I've got both, sadly.
So yeah, let's hope it's low scoring and lots of cards and stuff like that. If you've got the keepers,
Yeah, a
lots
little
of
nil-nil
good
be
aerial claims, good high claims and stuff like that.
it would be great.
Girona take on Barcelona. This is a Catalan derby, not a Barcelona derby, but a Catalan derby.
Ooh.
And Barca normally rinse Girona at Montilivi, which is Girona Stadium. I know that from personal trauma. So regardless of rotations and whatever, like as long as Lewandowski and Yamal are playing, Gazaniga's still playing, so like fill in the blanks or how you think this one will go. And I know they need to rotate and stuff like that. I know they're kind of all over the place. Barca, now, as you say, they get humped off of a Atleti midweek. But yeah, Girona just have had better teams than this and never got much change out of Barca.
I'm just
And
seeing,
then,
so they've changed
yep.
the name arena to leaderboards. Does that make more sense or less sense?
It makes more sense for putting leaderboards in there.
But arena's in there as well now, though, isn't it? Technically,
Yeah. So that's a leaderboard comp now, isn't it? That's the designation for it.
Right. Yeah, this is going to need a bit more thought from me, I think.
Real Madrid, Real Sociedad on screen here. The Royal Derby, maybe think of this as. One of the jokes we've had on the channel for the last few years is Real Sociedad translated from Spanish to English is Royal Society. And obviously Real Madrid, famously the team of the king in Spain. They've both got crowns in their badges again as well. Maybe a wee bit of tie in there, the wee red and gold thing. And yeah, who knows how this one goes. The Sociedad manager got manager of the month in La Liga for January. Pellegrino Matarazzo, the Americans, came in and shaking things up. And despite that, I have still not got any streaks going with Sociedad. So playing Real Madrid, I don't even know how to feel about this one. But the teams are on screen and Mbappe's nailed on. So watch out for that.
Yeah.
It should be good for him. And yeah, onwards and upwards. We have another derby, by the way, an actual Madrid derby. Rayo Vallecano taking on Atleti. Teams are on screen here. Baena and Lookman both want to play. We were chatting about that a bit yesterday. Mark Pubel got the Atletico Madrid Player of the Month for January. Would you believe, Harry? And he's in to play again. There's the teams there. After that, we move on to Mallorca at home to Betis. Teams are on screen here for you. Anthony on to play. Someone asked that earlier. And the Betis team, did you see as well? I retweeted this, but Pellegrini is now officially the most successful La Liga manager ever.
Wow.
Let me go and get the tweet.
Credential, isn't it? Jesus.
Yeah.
Accolade, sorry.
El Engineero. Pellegrini has now entered the top 5 La Liga most matches, 545 as a coach, and the most wins as coach with 260. Which is incredible. I don't think it was on a deadline show, but one of the streams I did in the last month or two where I was chatting about how, I don't know if you remember this, Harry, but see when Pellegrini was manager of Real Madrid, they finished second to Pep Guardiola's Barca. But see, in that season, Pellegrini set the Real Madrid record for points and goals scored, but finished second to Barca. Mourinho won the season the year after and actually broke Pellegrini's records from the year before.
That's crazy.
Which is kind of mad. So Pellegrini it's kind of forgotten as being a Real Madrid manager because he didn't win the league, but his league was actually their best season in history to that point in terms of points, wins, goals. But Barca still won the league,
That's kind of wild.
Formerly a Malaga manager, formerly a Villarreal manager as well, of course, has been at Real Betis for any of you new kids on the block around here. Got to Champions League semi-finals with Villarreal and Malaga as well. So a guy that knows his way around the block for sure. Getafe take on Villarreal. So we segue. There we go. El Engineero, living life. Elche at home to Osasuna. Raul Moro has made the move there as well to Osasuna from Ajax in the January window. Not sure if that's a loan or a permanent. We have Oviedo at home to Athletic Club, Harry. And I think Oviedo had a fun player in their ranks. Or maybe not. Yeah, I think it was a card. He's not on to play. I forgot who it was now. But I also sent you a tweet, Harry, or maybe I tagged you in it.
Yeah.
It was this Haitham Hassan.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think
dribbles, right?
Oh, he's like top 5 in Europe or something crazy like that, or top 10.
Mad, isn't it? I think he has forward cards as well, which is quite cool.
But yeah, mad on the, I think it was running and dribbling, wasn't it? It was some sort of stat like that, but it was like super high. And is he
Yeah,
under
yeah.
23? Is he young as well, perhaps? No?
Potentially, yeah, like 23, 24 maybe. I don't actually really know, but yeah, it's around that.
Yeah, the post is out there somewhere. Somebody can find it if they care. How do you feel about this one? You loading the stack up against Athletic?
Yeah, I've got a defensive stack out. Kostas is injured after, me not playing him and costing myself lots of money. He's decided to get injured now. So yeah, Carmo and probably Bai he's going to play, but I'm going to play my Carmo. Yeah, I've gone that over the Levante stack, and I feel a bit better about it now, knowing that it's a derby the other game. Even though the odds for Levante clean sheets are slightly higher than it is Oviedo, which I think is expected because Atletico are decent.
Hmm.
Bilbao that is. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit torn. What would you go with? Would you go with the Levante defensive stack or Oviedo?
I'd probably go Oviedo, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, because I think with Levante, like cards and shit, it's just maybe a bit more risky. Derby,
Hmm.
like it's just maybe a bit more fiery, a wee bit more like penalty conceded, or
That's my
error,
worry.
like yeah, thing like that. Whereas like Athletic Club are good and stuff, but
Uh-huh.
there's no like spice in the room with that game. You know what I mean? Athletic away to
Right.
Oviedo, it's just a game,
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Athletic, I
yeah.
actually wonder if they have European commitments next week. Let me go and check that.
I'm not sure. Good point.
I'll check for you, but
I
fixtures,
don't
they
think
don't.
they.
No, they don't.
No.
But they do play midweek. They play Elche
Oh wow. Okay.
midweek in the league. So,
And funny enough, not that it really matter, but Levante actually play midweek as well, like in the league.
oh, do they?
Little random one. I don't know why.
Maybe a wee few rescheduled Copa del Rey's or something. Or
Yeah.
and there is no Prem. I was way looking for Prem there, but we don't have any Prem.
No, no prem.
Harry boy, do you want to show us your lineup? See what you're cooking.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not, mate? Um. Yeah. Let me get my old screen share back.
That Malaga
Yeah.
side was a Deportivo turn of the century throwback. Yeah, the Malaga
Mm.
team was fun. It was that was the team Isco came through, which feels
Oh
like a
wow.
lifetime ago. It was Isco and Julio Baptista. He might have had Van Nistelrooy up front as well for a season, but they got some crazy players to Malaga for a bit.
That's funny.
And then
Um.
Willie was the goalkeeper. The bald Willie that played for City and all that.
Caballero.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was the keeper. Michele played in defence as well.
Michele's. Wow.
Yeah, they're the fun
Argentinian
team.
one.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
he
Played for
Argentinian?
Bayern forever.
Yeah. 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 But yeah, got two streaks going this weekend. Quinny fourth in the Eredivisie, scraped the third last week, and then third in Challenger after getting the second midweek with the Scottish Prem lad. So yeah, nice little week as far as things to look forward to streak wise. Valentine special. I am going for it to be honest, mate. As you can see here,
Wow.
I put some of the big guns in. Yeah, cap 280. I've kind of capped it out. 2 games for Shirtani, and then the passers hopefully can just pass their way to some big scores. But yeah, I didn't realize there's a lot of players playing now. 1,000. Wow, just jumped up to nearly 1,200 playing. Almost guaranteed. I know it's XP and it's not that exciting, but if I can break top 100, I'll be quite happy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because yeah, XP is obviously valuable. Even more so this stage of the season, especially with MLS coming. Like you want to just bump those cards up as quickly as possible.
Totally.
So yeah, doing the same in Super Rare. Hopefully, I'll get enough to finally boost my Yamal up. Nice boys away to Leon. I mean, yeah, less said the better. Um, and then yeah, main La Liga lineup here. I'm going Fornals over Lorente. Just think it's a little, Lorente played midweek. Lorente, that is,
Yeah.
you just never know with Atleti. And then yeah, obviously Yamal captain. I'm going with Blanco away to Sevilla just because it's
It's a
not a
good game.
terrible game. Yeah, it's fine. If he can get loads of duels and stuff, that'd be great. And do I get the goalkeeper right? Basically, that's the biggest worry for me. It's Ryan De La Fuente versus Carmo and Escandel. That yeah. To be
Do
fair,
you
I do
not
have
have?
quite a few. Go
I
on.
may be missing something, but do you not have room for a classic in that Yamal team?
He is the classic, isn't he?
No, but you're not allowed two.
No, no, no.
No, you're
One
not allowed
classic
two
super
classics.
rare.
One.
No,
Okay. I
no.
don't know why I
You
thought it
can
was
do
two for a
two
moment.
classic uniques,
Ah, yeah. Ignore me
but I
then. Yeah,
don't
right.
have two classic uniques. Yeah. Um,
I was thinking if there was a way you could move Hoyson for Carmel, but never mind.
right. Oh yeah. No, impossible. Sadly. Um, I do have like daily blins if you think that's better than De La Fuente. I know it's Barca, but like, you know,
Yeah, I'd
probably
probably stay
not,
away
is it?
from Girona.
And I do
Yeah.
have Ruggeri as well if we think he's going to play again.
I think he was on. I like Ruggeri. He's a mid card, but
Yeah,
isn't he? It's a bit
he
weird,
is a
isn't it?
mid, but he would pair nicely with Lorente if
I
that means
suppose.
anything, you know. But I'm not, Aspas is probably not even going to start. It's a
Checking
second
football
lineup.
fantasy, they don't have Ruggeri to start.
Yeah, they don't like Ruggeri for a lot of like every time I go
Do they
on,
not?
I swear they never have him on. Like they have him at 50%, which is just
Yeah,
kind of like on the fence. Um,
fair enough. I
but
didn't realize
yeah,
that was a pattern.
yeah. So it's a little weird one that is, but I'm still really short on Kubo coming back and Cucho, but Cucho's a classic. But anyway, we'll see what happens there. Massive week in Eredivisie, like I said. Saibari killed me, so I brought in Dennis Mann to go into the PSV stack. I just don't get the bonuses, which is just obviously a nightmare. Little split stack here, little Feyenoord, PSV, and obviously the Groningen boys. And then Herenveen stack with Big Van Gassel in goal, and then a little sort of Feyenoord with a different forward. I do have Ueda, but he's obviously probably not going to play.
Flaxy Fruit's giving me a bit of the fear now with the
Yeah,
Oviedo shout.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, I'm not like, oh my God, Oviedo are definitely getting a clean sheet. That's not ever my mindset ever, right? Like, that's never what I think. But at the same time, there could be there could just be a lot of AA there for both of them, even if they don't get the clean sheet. Is kind of where I'm at with the
Who was the
Oviedo
defender you
boys.
had for Levante?
He's the captain, De La Fuente, I think it is. He actually scores okay now and again. He was playing right back, and I was a bit scared. Like he just gets random DAs. Like he's all right. Like, but he's not like a superstar in
I
any
think I
way.
maybe like Matt Ryan now more than Escandel, but I don't know if I don't know if I would go with a Levante defender.
I know what you mean. I mean, I could play Blind there, but that just doesn't make sense, does it? Really?
Nah,
Like I
and
have
you wouldn't.
Mingueza, but he's not gonna like he's 70%. I can't risk that. I have Kiko Firmino if you really think that's gonna be a thing. But I don't think it will be.
I wouldn't
Sadly.
necessarily drop the Carmo, but you won't split Carmo and Escandel, will you?
Not really, no. Because if Carmo's done well, it probably means Escandel's done something as well. Like I don't see a world how Carmo really pops without Escandel doing something as well. In
Yeah.
my head, yeah, you could get a last man tackle and get like really lucky, but like on AA alone, I've really just struggled to see how Carmo, gets to like a 70, let's say at best, without Escandel having done something.
How does Firmino look at home? If you look at his form,
Um, Not terrible.
I kind of like
Fine.
that.
Do you?
Former club, yeah,
He used to
and
play for Villarreal, did he?
yeah, and Getafe don't concede lots. Like they are a defense
But
team.
Villarreal have been good recently, mind. I'll be honest, like scoring goals.
Yeah, but they're rotating for this game as well. They're going to be playing Danny Parejo. They're going to be resting Molero and something else. Why are they
Look,
rotating? Do they have midweek to worry about, Villarreal?
maybe.
Let me check.
Zhao, I normally play Costas, this guy here, but he's sadly
No,
injured. As you can see, his scores are a little bit better than Carmo's.
they're playing Levante midweek, and that's like a minor derby. Villarreal is like next door to Valencia.
Yeah.
It's not a big thing. It's not like Europe or whatever, but I don't mind Firmino at home to Villarreal, to be honest. I don't mind that.
I don't mind it, but it's not something that I'm like that's just got more upside than like I don't think Carmo's the best thing in the world, but I just don't see how that Kiko guy's like that much better, like to where I
Yeah,
swap it because you got to think
fair.
I've got massive bonuses on these as well,
Sure.
whereas like I don't have as much on these. 52 like Escandel's 59. Obviously, it doesn't matter if they don't score as much, obviously, but yeah, look, I'm not like opposed to the Ryan shout. Like I think there's an element of me to things like somehow Ryan does get a clean sheet in my head goes. Like I can see it,
Does
but it's
Matt
like
Ryan
what do
play for Valencia at one point? He's played for a
I
lot of teams, man.
I know he might have. He might have.
transfers.
Like, I'm really not against going De La Fuente. He did he?
Did play for Valencia. I kind of like the Matt Ryan over Escandel.
I do as well, though, mate. I do. I know. I do. But I just don't know if I can do it without, like, it's just the defender. Like, does De La Fuente give me something that Carmo doesn't? He could. Like, he does have a random, like, I don't know, he's just random, this De La Fuente guy. Like, anything can happen type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not opposed to that at all. I'm really not. Because, yeah, obviously, Bilbao are a decent side. Like, they do have some good players. And then in this situation, I actually don't have to play Carmo, right? Like, I can play Huijsen and, whoever else I want to play here. Whether that is, Ruggeri or whoever. It's kind of annoying. If I had 3 less thing, I'd get the 6% on this as well. But that's whatever. Have I got any 40s here? No. This guy was actually on to play. Come off the bench last week and got a goal.
Oh.
Yeah, but then he was on like 60, 70%, and then today he's not. So, but I do have Aymar. If you think away to Elche could work, it's tonight.
I don't mind Aymar for this team.
Yeah.
It's a small pitch and stuff, That's
Zhao's saying Levante Valencia is a war.
Yeah. Matt Ryan will be right up there.
But that's the thing, like, could there just be a red card for De La Fuente and my head just completely flies off? That's my worry, more so than, like, not keeping the clean sheet. I just have a feeling that there's just going to be reds and stuff, isn't there? Is there normally reds in that game? Feels like a game that could have that in it.
And it's been Gueza that dodgy.
Wow, look at his scores, Quinny. He's fucking terrible.
Yeah, he's been minging, isn't he? Minging Gueza.
He's just terrible. He's just waiting for his Juve move, I think. Now, I will say, I've just added him into my. I have Xavi, your boy, the left back.
Gone?
Yeah. No. Who's the Oviedo lad? Let me just get this in quickly. Who's the Oviedo boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've just played him in Arena, right? But I could play him instead of Carmo and get 6% on this lineup, which would make me feel a little bit better. I don't think it changes anything in the main lineup, but where's it to? I don't know if I can actually change it now because where's Cap 220 here? Yeah, because his L15 is a bit lower. Yeah, he's 39, which would be perfect.
I couldn't pick him over Femina.
Yeah, but they get me 6% then, and that just makes me feel a lot better.
Fair enough,
I need 43 points. No, but like, yeah, if I'm going to play him in the second lineup, I want that to be as like juiced as possible, and it has correlation, right? Like Kiko, doesn't obviously correlate with Oviedo. I just don't think there's much upside in that Kiko. Like, he probably gets me 50 if I'm being.
Aye.
Like, am I happy? Am I happy with that? I don't know. I'm not thrilled, but I'm not like sad.
I just know Getafe at home are like mad defensive, and when I look at the team, like, as we know, they'll have to play like 10 defenders and stuff.
Right.
It's kind of the wing backs that are going to like get them up the pitch as well. So I think they'll be defensively quite solid. And I don't know. I think like compared to Javi Lopez, the thing about fullbacks, I think I think Femina's a better bet. If you want to go centre backs, like it's a bit of a different thing, isn't it? But
right.
I think Jetta at home are just pretty solid. But maybe I'm a wee bit not really thinking about Villarreal's form.
Yeah, like they've like even like Pepe's been smashing recently. Like they've had a proper uptick. Oh, why is Kimmich moved to bloody 60%? For fuck's sake.
Yeah, Bayern's going to have a killer in it. I can feel it. Company's been dead standoffish with the team in that,
Jesus.
Captain Mauro Jr. or Yuri Bass. I think Mauro Jr. is the safe pick. Who's Ajax playing again?
Yuri Bass is a smasher. They're at home to Fortuna. I'd personally go Yuri, but they're both good.
Yuri.
Like good, yeah. But yeah, obviously Mauro is a really good option as well.
Harry's the one to listen to here. Yuri Bass it is.
And it's Yuri Bass because I don't have him, and I'm sure you'll just score 100 this weekend, guaranteed.
Of course.
Sorry, just having a quick little scan through. Okay, so we're back in the Levante, boys, then.
Oh, yeah.
We're back in a
Back in
0-0
Levante.
derby. Yeah, well, in my main team, I feel like I kind of not have to, but like they do have the better chance of a clean sheet in my head. They do. Well,
Mm-hmm.
even on paper, like
Yeah.
Valencia nowhere near as good as bloody Bilbao. Like, let's just be honest.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, yeah, sort of walking my head towards. But that doesn't necessarily mean they score better. Like Oviedo could just somehow rack up loads of AA. Not saying it's probable, but it could definitely happen. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, De La Fuente is where that sort of comes a bit shit, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's just
He's
that
not
defender
that
spot.
bad.
Aye. Like, he's fine, isn't he?
Yeah.
Look at him at home.
It's not bad. Like I know there's DAs there, but
Aye, he is getting. He'll get you a 42 floor kind of, won't he?
yeah, this was last year. Yeah. Like he's gonna need the clean sheet for me to be happy with him. Like he's not gonna do something to where unless he gets a random DA that's like clearance off the line or something, which you can't bank on. If there's no clean sheet here, I really struggle to see how he scores well. But that's for most like average defenders. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's not many defenders that can do well without a clean sheet unless they're playing for Barca or Real. Let's just have it right.
Yeah.
Really. Or like a poo bill for Bilbao. I don't have that luxury, so it's like, sadly I'm banking on a player like that realistically. More so than anything else. So I don't know. But I've got a few hours for that one, and yeah, I've got 3 hours, so I'm sure I'll change my mind again. So yeah, Kimmich is a rotation risk, is he?
Apparently.
Okay. I'll just play him instead of Big Baku here.
Wow.
Who did I lose from here? Oh, Modric, yeah. Luka.
Anyone else have Mosquera in sets? Not got a decisive in the match?
Yeah, what should have he got a decisive for? Assist?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. How are you looking, Quinny?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I was just checking up my sets teams that I've got set up for the weekend. I'm on step number 3. Got a wee bit of Premier League
Nice.
midweek to go my way, which was fun. And I've tried to do a full Saturday team here. I did put Mingueza in it, which maybe I want to shelf that now. And then a Sunday team so that we can maybe go, maybe do the steps over the weekend a bit if the Saturday team clutches. But I maybe now want to take Mingueza out. You've kind of negged me out on him for good reason. I could maybe take Oyarzabal, just assume that he gets a wee goal or something. But yeah, I didn't have plenty of... Oh, Budimir plays tonight. I could play Budimir. Budimir or Oyarzabal, Harry? Oyarzabal's away to Real Madrid. Budimir is away to Elche.
Budimir, right? You got back. I know they've both been scoring, but better fixture now.
Yeah. It's fine. I've got 2 Budimirs in my sets, using those duplicates. But look at this, Harry, for the midweek.
I think
3.
Oh,
Jose
wow,
Sa dropped me a 98 midweek.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Absolutely
We're both
smashed
on the
him.
same streak, Quinny, but I've had 2 attempts already and failed with the Prem and La Liga boys last week.
We had Bundesliga a little bit earlier, Daniel. You just need to scroll back. You'll be able to see it all if you're against the clock. I'll show you my teams quickly. I've did a wee bit of editing since stuff yesterday and whatever. This is my Valentine's team. It's just basically Celtic dregs for the most part.
Yeah.
Hatate defender is the last defender I had. And I thought, hey, if he starts, it's a good card. If he comes off the bench, it might be workable if he got decisive or something. So just threw that in there. The Sociedad combinations gave me so much of a headache this week, Harry. Playing Real Madrid, team's a bit sketchy with injuries and stuff. They've got a new card I had to pick up as well. They bought a guy called Wesley. No
Okay.
idea how good he is or whatever, but had to go and buy him. So yeah, I've got not much hope in that. Bundesliga, I'm on streak 2 and in Division 1, Harry, with the whole
Ooh,
organic setup, the reward team. So
that's
feeling good about that.
beautiful.
Again, I maybe get a wee bit negged out on Lukeba, and I might swap him with the Wiki. So let me just check Leipzig again real quickly. Yeah, Liga Insider has Lukeba. I might just stick with that. Yeah, maybe I just play safe and go the Wiki. That's got a bit of a later deadline. I'll let me just double check it does it actually, but yeah, I'll maybe have another wee extra sweat on that later on. This is Challenger. This is kind of where the deadline matters a bit more. I've went with double Kerem up front in my best team, Asensio mid, and then Kratzig in defence with Butez in goals.
Nice.
And then the next team, I tried to make it with best of the rest guys as well. Ends up in a 5 in-season team. I went Ward, Bednarek, Captain Just, Icardi, and Borja Signs. And then I've got a Celtic stack, which is fun with Mignan as the keeper. And then I've went with a full Celtic stack with Oxlade-Chamberlain, Classic Negren. And then my top limited team is actually a Fenerbahce stack with a Kante in play. And then the rest of the in-season limited teams are just kind of like the best of the rest guys. Not really holding my breath on that. But 8 pretty strong teams for the most part. No streaks, sadly. No D1s. So, yay. Champ. I've got 1 D1, which is kind of all right. Galan, Olmo, Pepe, and Kunku, and whatever.
Yeah.
And I've got a fun under-23 team I've put out there. Trubin, Alex Valle, who's cooking right now. Gasarowski, Kamavinga, Yang up front. And then I just threw Froholt and Sudakov in there for a bit of fun. 1 D1 in All-Star. Livakovic, KT, Scaldini, Captain Efra, Wanizek, Kaito Nakamura, and Ueda, who actually I should have maybe shifted out, but I didn't. Got a full Celtic stack in there as well, and some other bits and bobs besides, and some giveaway teams. I'm excited for the weekend, but I'm not mad excited. Got good stuff going, but nothing crazy. No big streaks, no big D1s.
Yeah, I've waited a while for a weekend like this as far as streaks go. But you gotta get soaked, mate. I hit the 3rd streak in Eredivisie last week, but on the dot, like 440, and it was only because I hit some Opta adjustments late on. Like I got, if that doesn't happen, I don't hit the 3rd, and I'm not excited about the 4th, and I'm not buying PSV. Like the swing is insane. Like I could be on the 3rd. I know I keep saying but 1st streak, I could be on easily right now in Eredivisie, but I'm on the 4th. If I hit this weekend, Quinny, the 5th streak next week, PSV are at home, Feyenoord are at home again. Like it could, and I've got like go ahead at home. Obviously, some of the dregs, but it still can do something. Like, yeah, it's just crazy. Like the bit of luck you've got to get sometimes, to sort of just elevate you into that next bracket of streak or whatever it looks like. Really, really lucky.
Yeah, but on the wrong end of that myself for the last couple of weeks. I could be on streak 3 or 4 right now, but I am not. I've not hit a streak in about fucking 3 weeks or something. So I feel that pain for sure, mate. Got a good Division 1. Tim, Vyson, Bass, Mauro, Rotson's a rookie.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
It's
as good as it gets, really, without Veerman. Like, if you had Veerman in there, then I'd be like, wow, yeah, doesn't get better. But that's still really good.
But we're locked in. We're locked into the deadline, everyone. Thanks to everyone that's tuned in for the deadline show today. Me and Harry Trade's always grateful, very thankful to everyone that does tune in and support the channel and support the content. Once again, if you've not found Harry's channel, it is linked in the description of the video as always. Be sure to jump over there and hit a wee subscribe. Good luck to everyone this game week. Make sure you've hit the like button, secured your luck ahead of the weekend. We have some rewards and crafting and stuff like that that'll be happening tonight for some of you out there. You might need your luck tonight rather than through the matches, so get that locked in there. But yeah, good luck everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure. Harry, as always, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, massive good luck, mate, to you and everyone watching. And yeah, let's see. Let's hopefully get some Friday night luck, mate, because I'm gonna need it. I'm sure a lot of others are gonna need it as well. Because yeah, a lot of popular teams playing tonight, isn't there? So yeah, massive good luck, lads.
It's gonna be a Friday, hopefully that we won't forget for a while.